on you. Complete Nonsense Podcast. Say the word and let the weird drop if you hadn't already heard.
Turn it up, turn it up. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Welcome to the show, it's your girl, Trinii Hernandez. Bringing the fun in with the laughs as she goes. So let's get it poppin', cause there ain't no stopping this woman on stage. Laying the smack down, she will never back down. Showing her hits with the comedy bits. Trinii Hernandez. You fall in love with our special guest. It's a show you don't wanna miss. So turn it up, turn it up. The show is about to start. Comedian Trinii Hernandez, the beautiful, talented woman. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Trinii Hernandez. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. She hits the crowd again. You don't wanna miss it. You don't wanna miss it. Turn it up, turn it up. Trinii Hernandez.
All right.
Oh,
right. I'm fucking tired, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to Complete Nonsense Podcast episode. I don't even know where the fuck we are.
We are 102.
You don't know.
4.
You don't know.
5.
I want you to know, but you just don't.
But I
know.
will tell you, it's a special episode.
It will be a
It'll be a
special. We'll get
special
there.
episode.
We'll get there. It should be a special episode
should
if we don't fuck it up again. Because we.
Well, kind of, yeah. I don't know, you say we.
Wait, yeah, well, you're right. You're right.
All right.
It is on me.
I fuck up a lot.
It's on me. If I don't fuck it up, but I think I got it this time. The little red button's going.
I can tell you, if we don't have it, I think that we're going to see a different side of this person.
Yeah, and if we don't have it, she's for sure not fucking coming back.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
You know, you pay her all the money in the world. You're not coming. You know, she's not coming back.
She might come back.
I'll tell you what's we had another big weekend.
Yeah,
we had
huge.
another big weekend of being stupid.
Yeah.
Like we act like we're 20.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't act like I'm 20.
Yeah, you
I know
do.
where I'm at.
Yeah, I do, and we just fucking get stupid, man. It's
we
like,
do.
God damn, I'm still paying for it 3 days later.
Oh,
there was
yeah.
a conversation about you, which was pretty funny, that they all thought that you actually fell in the pool that day.
It was
You
a
know?
show, man.
I know. I didn't think you fell. I thought you did for a minute, but then I just know you didn't.
Yeah.
You know, but I was like, they all thought you fucking fell
I
in the
just
pool.
don't know when I'm acting it out.
Yeah,
you know?
I know. We're gonna
I sold it.
we're gonna tell our guest about this party that we did, and we'll bring her in. So I would say, without further ado, because she's so kind,
So nice and so awesomely funny.
patient, you know,
And beautiful.
yeah, we're big fans. Let's
fans.
hear it for Trinii Hernandez. Am I saying that correctly?
Yes, you are.
Okay,
Perfect.
I want to make sure I get it always right. Right?
Perfect.
Hello, welcome to our show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Well, they don't know it's again.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
We talked about it.
No, we never talked. Oh, we talked about we fucked it up?
Okay, welcome to the show for the first time ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So we'll rewind that and bring that back for 30 seconds, and then we'll move on from
Yeah.
it. So what we did on that show was, as you know, we went through the show. Everything was spectacular and fantastic, and the first 15 minutes of it, and then it just started falling apart fast. Like it fell apart fast. It was a Titanic sinking, and it was so good.
was
like
so good.
The first 15 minutes of it was like spectacular.
It
All of a
was.
sudden, it fell like it just blew up. I was like looking at Dees, like, what did you do over there? You
Yeah.
know?
Poor
And he's like,
Dees.
I
You know.
have to blame
I fell in
him.
the pool.
He did.
I want to hear that story too.
I'm going to give you that story. So welcome to the show. We appreciate you traveling to us to do this.
Thank you so much.
You are a continuously working comic in the Florida area.
Yes.
How long? We're going to get to know you before we talk about Dees and his ridiculousness falling in a pool. How long have you been doing comedy?
Just a little over 2 years.
So you're brand new at it.
I'm brand new to comedy.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And what got you into the comedy world? Like, did one day you just wake up and say, you know, your husband or boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever it is, you say, you know, you're pretty funny. And you said, oh, well, fuck it. I'm going to go out and make money with it.
Nope, no, nothing like that.
Okay.
You were so close, bro.
Close.
Sounded good.
Close. It involves Suzanne Summers.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember her?
Yeah.
Three's Company?
Okay.
Chrissy. She was Chrissy on
Right,
there.
right,
Okay. So if
That's
you
right.
remember that show, if you're anybody old enough to remember that show, she had the little pigtails and the blonde hair. Well, she came to me in a dream.
That's right.
She came to me in a dream.
That's right.
And she says, at least at the end of your life, you'll know you made people laugh.
Yeah.
And I woke up the next day and I was like,
Was Jack Ritter sitting over your bed?
he was knocking on my door.
That's funny.
He was
That's very
waiting for
good.
me. Yeah. So then I woke up and I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
If Chrissy comes to you
Yeah.
in a dream
Wow.
and tells you to make people laugh,
Wow.
you go out and make
Just
people laugh.
Yeah.
Just random. Like it could have been
Totally.
anybody. Stell Getty. Could have been Betty White.
Could have been
But-
anybody.
Was she dead at this time?
She was already dead.
Oh, she was already dead. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's
and I wasn't even thinking about her. I mean, I was a fan, but I'm
Yeah,
not like a
right.
super fan who thinks of her at night. You know?
or there's something
That's
wrong.
a cool. That's a cool way to get into comedy. I mean, somebody comes to you in your dream.
It's insane.
Yeah,
It's,
no.
It's a little insane.
It's a
No,
little.
it's cool.
Chrissy Snow. What the fuck was no? Chris
Snow, that was
Chrissy
her
Snow,
name,
right?
yeah.
Suzanne Summers. I was gonna say Chrissy Summers. How ridiculous is that? That's how much I know. You want to know a little tidbit about that, which is pretty cool for us with you, with the little connection of how you came here now.
Yeah.
Is that you? We have a guy coming on, or we've done a show with Joshua Ritter, who is some sort of distant cousin of his.
Yeah, kind of
cool for
connected.
him.
Isn't that insane? Like, a little connection with your little Three's Company thing. You know what I mean?
There's something to that.
How long did she stay in your dream? Like, how long did she talk? Was she like, make people laugh and just floated off? Or was she like, she sat down and said, okay, this is what you should do.
We were just sitting chatting for some reason, and then that's what she said to me. She summed up the conversation, and then either I woke up or she just went away.
That's so funny.
That's what she
cool.
left me with.
So from the minute that, after that, you wake up,
Yeah.
are you now like, okay, let me write some jokes, let me give this a shot?
I'm like, where do I start?
Yeah.
What do I do? Okay, she told me that much to make people laugh, but she didn't tell me how. Like
Right,
how I
right,
get
right,
into
right,
that.
right.
So then I start kind of doing what everybody does.
Open mics.
Google.
Oh, Google. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Google. How do you become a stand-up comic?
Yeah.
And so then it directs me to a book, the lady Judy Carter.
Okay.
And the first thing that she says in her book is find a local open mic. Don't overthink it. Just plan the day that you're going to go out there, not far off either, and put together what you think is 5 minutes of something you can talk about
Okay.
and go up and try it.
Yeah.
Because she was like, this is an art where you have to learn by doing it.
Right.
It's not something like dancing or singing where you can do a whole bunch of warm-up exercises and go to school for a long time.
Sure.
It's a performing art where you learn literally by going out there and bombing terribly and getting over that.
Right, and some of them, the thing that we've noticed going through this episodes of comics is that you seem the general consensus is it's usually not one bomb. You usually have to bomb a couple times here and there.
It's a continuous bombing.
I wouldn't
Yeah, a
say
lot of effort.
continuous. Right? I would hope it's not like 5 years later you're still bombing and you're hanging on there. Like somebody should sit you down and say, "Grab a tissue. I'm gonna tell you a
Right.
story." You know what I mean?
One more time.
Kind of like your parents did with Santa when you were like,
Right.
12 years old, right? Kid, grab a
I don't
tissue.
want to be
gotta-
the one, but somebody has to tell you.
Right.
right. You may not like this story, but this is the way it goes. All right, so then you start open mics. You Google something. You Google how to become a comic,
Yeah.
and now you're here 2 years later. Because what we see of you is that you are either hosting or performing pretty much every weekend.
Yes.
So have you traveled outside of the Florida area to do this, or are you just keeping consistently here in this area now?
So far, I've traveled all the way to New York. Wow. And performed up there, which to me, being originally from the New York, is like the pinnacle of performing anything.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I did a little bit out there, Georgia.
Wow.
And I tried my hand in California, but that didn't go too well. So I didn't actually end up going up on any mics. And everything else has been Florida.
Oh, okay.
So far.
When you say you went to Cali, you just couldn't get to them, or it was just not a good experience overall?
So it was a very bad experience, but on my part.
Okay.
It was totally on my part because I went out there with plans to do a Kill Tony.
Yep.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was out there at that time.
He was out there at that time. But it turns out it was one of those killers of Kill Tony shows.
I never heard of that guy.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, what's that?
So that's when they take a lot of their winners or people, I guess, that got golden tickets or favorites or whatever, and they actually put on a showcase of them. But they didn't do the bucket pull for all of us wannabes.
Okay.
So, I mean, I found the place. I was out there. I was lined up and looking around me, and I was like, wow, I should be able to get up this time.
Yeah.
There's nobody else here for this bucket pull. and man, did I circle
that's
that
really
place? And I was like, I was telling all the people, no, we're supposed to have a bucket pull. I'll just wait.
Did you like try the door? Did you make sure you were at the right?
Oh, I
like,
tried
did you
the door.
Make sure the door
I
was
tried
unlocked.
every
and all
door.
that?
I went around
That's funny.
the whole arena.
Very funny.
I tried every door. The people kept telling me, you know, the people who work there,
Yep.
they were like, yeah, it's Kill Tony today. And I was like, okay, I was just making sure I'm in the right place.
Yeah.
And that's all they told me.
Wow.
Until I started seeing a crowd. And I was like, okay, well, that doesn't matter. I'm first in line.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they explained to me that, oh, no, you're here to see people perform. You won't be going up.
Oh.
And I was like, are you sure? Can you check with Tony back there? Somebody get Tony out there.
That guy that looks like he gained a little weight. Try
Right,
him.
exactly.
That's hysterical. So then you ended up like, did you have to pay to sit in the audience at that point?
I didn't
Or were
end
you
up-
able to?
I didn't end up watching it.
Yeah,
Or
just-
Oh, you didn't even
anything.
stay?
I didn't
Yeah.
even stay.
Yeah,
I just
why
went
would you?
around and looked around.
Yeah, and
in
so
LA.
that day you specifically went for that.
I went for that.
So that's that's a big. That's like. That's big. That's
That
a
was
big,
big.
That's a big from either Florida, New York. You did mention New York. You know, it's funny because and again, she's never gotten off our brain, right? You and I, you're a little more stalkerish than I am.
I am.
But she's never been off our brain. And it's funny as she talks, the conversation we had for the first half hour is starting to come back because I forgot that she was a New Yorker.
Yeah.
So it's nice that she kept pushing us off. I didn't think she was coming.
Yeah.
I was like, "Are you sure you're coming? I swear you're. Promise me you're coming." I almost said like pinky
I think she
swear.
was on the fence for a little bit there.
No,
She was
I think
like,
she was.
never on the-
no.
Never on
yeah,
the fence. I knew I
no,
wanted to come back out.
I appreciate it. So, what part of New York are you?
The Bronx.
That's right, the Bronx.
Yes.
Yeah, let's hear it for the Bronx. Come on, man. She's a badass. Not only is she,
Boogie down.
she's badass. You don't fuck with chicks from the Bronx.
Yeah.
It's her and J-Lo, and they will both fuck you up.
That's
How?
why I'm dressed like this today, by the way. I know the camera can't see it, but it's to represent where I'm from.
Okay.
Can I go ahead and talk about that?
You
now?
can, of course.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So-
Talk about whatever you want, hon.
So my family is from Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean, right? So I decided, up top, I'm going to do like, the exotic islander kind of look.
Mm-hmm.
And at the bottom, I'm doing summer in New York looking for an open fire hydrant kind of situation.
He doesn't understand that reference.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
I do. And by the way, I'm back to the peeking under the table.
Yeah. See what I said, Trini? Don't worry.
see.
We have
I'm
security
trying to
here,
find the
so you're
outfit.
fine.
I'm just trying to find the outfit.
Yeah, I'm your security. Okay, so
So
yep.
basically, I'm dressed like the mullet of Caribbean Americans,
That's right.
basically.
That's great. Yeah. And you wear it very well.
Thank you so
Yes.
much. Thank you.
How long were you born and raised in New York? How long until you came to Florida? Well, around what age were you in Florida? You've been here. You're short here, like I am.
I have been here a very long time.
Oh, long time. Okay,
I
gotcha.
would prefer not to say how long because that
Okay.
would give away my age.
Gotcha.
But I'll say
We know you're 21. Yeah.
Hi, 21 with a lot of experience at 21. Yeah.
I'm 25, so we'll go.
You know what? That was gonna be my guess. Someplace in that
Trying.
range.
You're
you know?
25. I'm fucking 13. I don't know what's
you are 13. Yeah.
There's some things I may not be able to talk
Yeah,
about. around
yeah.
you.
Right.
Yeah.
Why's you gotta go to 13, right? All of a sudden we get canceled.
Could we stay at least 18?
It's gotta be a
Can we at least say 18?
cat.
Yeah. God damn it,
Come
T.
on.
Yeah,
You
but
get
I've
to
been
see
here
trouble.
since college. So
Yeah.
I came from
Okay.
college to
And you
Florida
just graduated?
Tech.
Congratulations.
I just graduated. It took me a little bit.
Little
you know,
time. Florida Tech, you said?
yeah, Florida Tech
Florida
in
Tech?
Melbourne.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Probably nobody knows that.
Yeah. And what did you study in college?
There's a story behind that. Can I tell you?
Your time.
All right. So I went there with intentions to do what every parent probably, but especially Caribbean parents make their kids promise they'll do. I went there for pre-med.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was going to be a doctor.
Nice.
Yeah. And so I started off, and, the first semester, like everybody else, finally outside of my parents' home, and partied a little too hard. Didn't make it to those 8 o'clock classes, and I was failing everything, like for the first time academically in my life. It's an expensive place to be.
The party.
Yeah.
To party, exactly.
Yeah.
That's an expensive cover,
It's
I'll
expensive
tell you.
party. Yeah, yeah.
And so I was failing. So then I looked around. I was like, I got to do something with my GPA. So I said, who in this library looks like they don't give a shit? Like they have no worries. And it was either the business majors or the psychology majors.
I bet.
Yep.
I bet.
Yeah.
And so I said, you know what? Those business people, I mean,
A little stiff.
where would that ever go?
Yeah.
I mean, what are they going to do with that?
Yeah. Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. What are you going to do with that?
That's hurtful.
So then I chose psychology.
Okay.
And I've been broke ever since,
Yeah, of
by
course.
the way.
You might have want to rethink that business shit.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Oh,
Might wanna-
yeah. I lived and I learned the hard way
Exactly.
on both counts. But then I ended up getting my degree in psychology.
So the nice thing about something like that is having an understanding of the human brain
Yes.
or how the human makeup, right?
Yes.
So that can parlay into what you do.
Absolutely.
Because now you can kind of read a room a little bit, you know.
Absolutely.
I don't know, and you may speak to that better than I could. And I'm just guessing here, right? Hypothesizing for you,
That's
all
right.
you psychology people out there.
college
It's an
right?
educated guess.
No.
Yes, it is. Hypothesis.
Kind of. We'll go with that.
Hypothesis.
So
Hippopotamus? Sorry.
you'll never, you can't really, you can read the audience, but you're already committed. So now all of a sudden you can be like, oh shit, like you're read and you're like, oh fuck,
Right.
should have read this earlier when I walked around, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because then you'll know. But I mean, it gives you an insight into what people, how they're feeling. That's why I think they all do the alcohol, most of them, to
I
get
think that's what it is.
people to let them get, relaxed and
A little bit more
ready to
relaxed,
go.
because I think everybody can sort of read others when they're relaxed.
100%.
It's when we're really tense or we're really inside of our own heads that
Yep.
it makes it hard to read other people.
Yep.
But yeah, the psychology does help with that.
Sure.
It also helps me, I think,
Yeah.
cope a little bit.
Sure.
With things like
Come down off of it, yeah.
come down off of it,
Yeah.
or even the anxiety when I first started, which it's still there, but not as bad as when I first started. But that feeling before I went up to my first couple open mics, when I feel like I'm gonna throw up
Sure.
from anxiety,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking, why on earth did I leave my house and choose this? I'm not, it's not like I have to do this. Why am I choosing this?
Suzanne Summers told you to.
That's right.
That's what I always had to go back to,
Yeah.
okay? If I could only have her voice every
Yeah.
single time. But I had to go back to that. I can't let her down.
Right.
In
right.
the afterlife especially.
If you met her, could you imagine?
Right.
She's like, bitch, I told you do something.
Exactly. That's exactly what Chrissy Snow would say. I can hear it.
But I don't know if at that point she's really going to say that, because she probably doesn't want to mess with you either. Even in the afterlife, she's like, I'll be nice to her.
That's right.
Yeah,
exactly. She's from the Bronx. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
let me back off.
At that point, J-Lo's got to be there too. So the two of you are all of a
That's
sudden.
right, exactly.
And the gentleman from what's the guy from the Heights? And he's hot now. You're the movie guy. Anyway, he's that young actor who's like sings and dances and does all that. And I think he's cousins with. See, too bad you don't have the computer with us. I think he's cousins of. Fail. I don't know.
Yeah, that
Well,
was
I'm
interesting.
Gen X, so if he's young, I probably don't know him because of that.
He's younger than us. But no, you'd know him if you
probably
saw
would.
him. Did you see the movie In the Heights?
No.
Oh, you never saw that? It's like that musical, one of the music. It was
the young,
the Spanish guy.
He was in like Transformers, and
Yeah,
I don't know his name. Yeah, I know
yeah.
what you're talking
Miguel. I think his name's Miguel something.
about. He was in a lot of movies.
This is terrible.
I know.
We're terrible.
I know what you're talking
I'm
about.
sure
though.
Miguel is great.
Yeah, Miguel
In the
from
Heights, yeah.
In the Heights. Thank you. Love the
I had to
music.
take a second. Yeah,
It was a long movie. So
That's a good movie,
she
though.
wouldn't want to mess with you. She'd
Right.
be like, I hope you did it. So now we also, not only do I know you're a comedian, right? You also are a producer of
Yes.
the comics,
Yes.
of comedy shows.
Yes.
How did you make that transition into that? Like, at what point, because you're 2 years in, so you're fairly new,
Yes.
to be able to make that leap to say, I'm going to start producing shows. who came in that dream? Was that Steve Jobs? Which one? Who came in that
It
dream?
was Bezos. It was absolutely Bezos.
Okay, good. So how did you make that transition?
So just to make more opportunity, really selfishly for myself, because I understood that being so new, I was going to maybe get invited onto shows, to real paid shows, not open mics or even unpaid showcases where everybody's a comedian. And a pretty good, you have to have at least a solid 10 to be on those. But to really be on the shows, it would become a little slower, because of me being new. People just don't even really know me. So I need the opportunity to practice. I need the opportunity to show people what I can do. And so I was like, I don't have any time to waste. I started this, I'm new in comedy, but late in life,
Sure.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't have any time to waste.
Smart,
I'm going to,
yeah.
thank you. It's a business move.
Yeah.
Should have taken those
Business.
classes.
That's right. I've been a lot
At least
further
half.
along.
At least Business 101.
Right.
Yeah.
But, so, and then that's what I did. I just didn't overthink it, because overthinking is like the enemy of anything you want to do, right?
Yeah,
we
of
all
course.
know that.
Yep.
And so I just went out there and started to just use, my skills that I have learned in being in the professional world and other ways for so long. I went out and networked and found a couple places I'd be willing to have some shows.
So are you doing the same? Comedy clubs for the show, or are you moving them all over the state? Like, are you contacting Georgia places and saying, "Hey, I'm Trinii Productions, and we're going to bring it up here"? Or you you have a home base?
So I have mainly a home base. I
Okay.
stay mostly in Brevard County.
Okay.
I have done produced out in was it Lake something? Oh, I can't remember what it is anymore.
Lake County?
It wasn't Lake County.
I got only one lake, and I know Mary.
Lake Mary.
Yeah, they made
Oh my God!
Yeah, it was Lake Mary. Okay. So yeah, I did two
Yay.
shows. Produced two shows out
helped.
there. Thank you. You sure did. But yes, and other than that, I try to stay in Brevard only because that's where I live. So it's a lot easier for me to just
That keeps you moving around a lot.
Yeah.
I get that.
Now, do you want to mention the home club? I mean, you're gonna use their plug, or they don't want to be known?
Well, right now it's Grounds and Grapes in Cocoa Beach.
Oh, Grounds and Grapes. Okay,
Yes,
shout out
it's-
to them.
Thank
Shout
you.
out.
And what day is that show?
The next one is coming up is August 16th.
August
So we
16th.
do it once a month.
Okay.
And we try to do it like a calendar month. So August 16th. And then if, hopefully the following, whatever that Sunday is going to be.
Great.
We do it out there. Really fun venue.
I have seen clips of the ones, and they really are good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank
and
you.
you're getting good comics.
Yes.
I guess
Oh, that's the best.
That is the best. I mean, the smartest thing for me in these shows, which again we kind of got sucked into this world a little bit. He always yells at me about comics, but we've had a variety of different people on this,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So it's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah.
You know?
Y'all live a hard life.
You do. I mean, they do, right? I just watched a show today, which you're going to find interesting.
Is that me?
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No.
Oh, Scam Likely. That's my love of my life. Okay.
She,
Suzanne Summers was on the phone.
way to ruin the show, Trinii. Oh, look, and
I
everything.
should have put her on.
Said we weren't going to fuck anything up today, and look.
Yeah.
Sure he fucked it
Love
up.
the ringtone.
But I watched,
I usually
great.
have that thing off.
and again, you don't have to apologize. This is called complete nonsense. We are.
Yeah.
You can tell we are not
okay.
Off the cuff.
Yeah, we and it's and besides that, we don't judge. We're here to have a good time.
Yeah.
This is your day. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
We're here every week. This is your day. So
So turn up.
right.
All right, turn up.
Turn
It would have been even better if you answered it.
Let me I'm going to have another swig of my water. Turn up.
Yeah. So I watched a show today, interesting enough, where the guy, and I was going to have to send it to, he's my resident investigator. Like, he's the stalker of you guys, and he's my investigator. He watches all the clips and he does what a great co-host does, is bring me the relevant shit. You know,
Right.
he won't bring me the irrelevant, because I don't have time. I don't want to deal with it. I deal with this side. He deals
you,
with
dude.
that side, right? So, and he brings me all those clips of your guys' show, which is just amazing. But I want to get back to it. So I saw the show today, just scrolling through, where they did a guy did all of the Kill Tony golden ticket winners and where they are today. And most of them are fucking defunct.
Oh, yeah.
Like most of
Yeah.
them are defunct. Like we're talking even up to Yang, bro. He mentioned them all, you know.
Yeah.
He didn't get up to the newest guy who we're trying to get on. Just because I love when they come. This is my vendetta. When we did the Yang show and it kind of, it kind of blew up on, we had a great show, but later on, like 8 months later, it kind of was becoming a thorn in our side for no reason at all, right? We won't even get into it. I want every fucking Kill Tony person on this show. Everybody who goes on just for the fuck of it, just to be like, okay, you weren't the only one that was on Killed. We are big enough. We are, because we have 250,000 people, regardless of what you want to buy.
Right.
You look at all the little local shows. We're huge in that world.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, it's crazy, right? So I looked at all that, and the biggest guy that up to date is the Timmy No Break guy.
Timmy No Break.
Timmy No Break. But
they're always looking for the next, and then sooner or later it'll be a push off.
Yeah, people like Trinii who I don't think there are certain ones that just won't need that.
No.
You will build it the way you're organically building it because there's no guarantee after that.
Right.
You will blow up for a period of time.
Right.
You will, and it's is it sustainable, because we just heard on our last show, I don't know if you saw, there was this guy that had this big problem with them, and for me, we're just the purveyors of the information, right? We're not here to judge either side. We're just not, right? So when it becomes controversy or drama, it's kind of fun for a minute, right? For us to listen to it. And we were hearing that certain golden ticket winners were like, being told to relax a little because they're constantly trying to get on, So having a golden ticket winner doesn't necessarily guarantee you longevity. Now it's what you do with it or build it organically.
And some of them don't do anything with it. They don't do anything. Yeah. I mean, again, I get it.
Yeah. So
Comedy's a grind.
it's gotta be a grind.
And it's very, very unglamorous for the most part. That's what I'm learning, and even from veterans. Like I've only been in for 2 years, but even talking to people who have been in for 10, 20 years. And when you have somebody who's been in it for 20 years, who's on the same show as me.
Well, that's not that's not fair to you.
Oh, well.
Dude, the fuck,
And it may be what they wanted. Maybe they wanted to just like stay in the local clubs, scenes, and that kind of thing. Because some of them are funny. They've been around for a while, but then it's some opportunities that are going to work, some are not. Kill Tony is one of those. I've seen a lot of people. They go in, they have their good or great minute. But if the world doesn't catch on to them and they don't catch a following, then they're back into the same club.
What I've noticed at a lot of the comics that we've had, and again, I love them all, but they don't promote. They kind of sit in that little that stage part of it and just say, I'm just going to keep grinding, but they don't really promote themselves. Like they don't do. I see a lot of Trinii. Like she pops up a lot.
Thank you.
And I agree.
You know what I mean? You see when I share it and
yes,
so.
I
But I
appreciate
see
that
a
every
lot,
time,
a
by the
lot
way.
of them come through. Like they don't show it.
Yeah, there's an upper echelon that we found.
Right.
We have found the upper echelon of promoters who are trying to make their careers. But there's also a big difference for me with the people who are professional outside of it. There's a select group of you also that have great jobs. Right? Have good day jobs, do not need this to eat.
Right.
So you are a little more relaxed on it because you don't have to dumpster dive.
Right.
No,
right. We're not homeless.
exactly.
We're doing
We're not
this.
homeless.
Yeah.
So the ones that are like, dumpster rats, they're scrambling, but they're trying super hard, which they need to, right?
Yeah.
But they just don't have the backup plan.
They don't have
And
the
that bec-
backup
that
plan.
becomes-
Right.
And that'll
That'll
burn
affect
you
you,
quick.
yeah.
That'll burn you. That's where, you mentioned alcohol before. I don't want to take the vibe down, but the truth of the matter is that's where a lot of people get into the substances because they are just burned out.
Yeah.
Their life is hard,
Yep.
and they're trying to go with this grind, and the alcohol temporarily takes that down, but then it also can sometimes totally derail everything that they're trying to do professionally.
Yep.
Like, when you talk about the promoting or the professional side of things.
Yeah, because there is a business side of it.
There is a business
There's
side.
a big business side of it. And the people that are smart enough to get on the business side of it, there is a very famous quote that says, the stars come and go, the star makers stay forever.
That's a good one.
And it's universal in Business 101 from a music college that I took into a Business 101. They all use that because isn't that the truth?
It is true.
And Jeff Bezos created the business, his business space. He is the star maker because he made the business that it is today.
Absolutely.
The people that come through are going to come through. It's just crazy. But let's get into the alcohol. Since you brought up alcohol, me and this guy decided this weekend to be young again.
We did.
All right, good for that.
But the problem with us,
He's not
Trinidad,
old enough to drink, by the way.
I'm not.
We've determined that.
we
So,
have, right.
So you might want to cut that out.
So I stole it out of my dad's liquor cabinet, and I filled water up with it.
Well, it'll sound like this, Trini. It'll be like he'll be like, yeah, and I'll be like 18. I was gonna
Put it in my voice.
I was gonna try and find.
Yeah, 18.
But then all of a sudden I get in trouble. So so we go to this party. We were kind enough. We have good friends of ours. Shout out to them, Melissa and Jake, and we all go down there and we're having a great time. And him and our problem is we don't know when it's end.
We don't want to stop.
We just don't know when it's end. And then my problem is I become Shrek. Like, not where I'm trying to fight, but I just say stupid fucking things. Like, I went over to his house and did his dog recently passed, and I did this
sorry to
whole.
hear that.
Yeah, it had to go. It was 120
not,
years old.
man.
Yeah, every time you walk by, it looked
It
up
was.
like
She was suffering a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
It was tough.
Yeah. PCA should have come in and arrested all of them. Anyway, so I went in and I did this dead dog dance.
Yeah, it's too much. I wasn't even there. Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. Oh, he's outside. Now this is
I'm
again.
picturing it. I'm trying to picture a
Nah,
dead
it's
dog.
terrible.
Okay, so they got this carpet, right? They got this carpet in the middle of the room, and all of a sudden, I go marching in. He's outside because it's the night of the Conor McGregor fight.
Okay.
Okay. So he's outside fucking with this thing.
Yeah.
I think he bought Paramount.
I think I bought the fucking station.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
I kept pushing buy, and I kept buying everything.
That's
He's
going to be a fun bill.
Yeah, he's like, "What do you think, AC?" And I'm like, "Fucking buy it, guy."
Yeah.
'Cause it was too long. I was losing my mind, right? So I'm like, "Fuck this guy." I'm going inside. And all of a sudden, there's this carpet there, and they said I went like this, where the dog would lay, and I started doing this shimmy around. It was terrible.
Oh, look, I'm dogless.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Then I got triggered by something else that went on. And I was saying this, so I always the next day I usually have to do an apology tour. I either pre-apologize or I do the apology.
He usually
tour.
has to do that tour.
Yeah.
100%.
Not that we're ever
You need to
trying
document the tour.
I'm just present.
Yeah, he's just as fucked up because at this party, right? He's walking, all of a sudden he falls into the pool at the end of the night, right? So he falls into the pool, but everybody heard that he fell into the pool, thought that he slipped and fell into the pool. I kind of know the guy, so I know he's doing it that route, but it went around this neighborhood quick that Dees fell into this pool,
That
right?
means you did it well.
I always do it well.
He does. He's our comedy. He's our comedy. Really. See, so then
Physical comedy. I like it. I appreciate it.
100. He's the Ritter guy.
But you had your night.
I did.
When you got drunk enough, you got with the physical comedy too.
Good Lord. Oh,
That
yeah.
You know what's
dog-
bad is when we're in somewhere and they just start shutting off every
That's
piece of
the problem.
equipment and lights.
So
but we're
this is-
still there.
This is the
Oh
problem.
wait, so you do this in public?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
we do
that's
it everywhere. We just we're not very bright.
We're
On
a good
this-
time. We're a good time.
We are a good time. So we're sitting there.
Not a good time sitting in jail.
So
I mean-
so we're sitting at the, and again, this is at a home, so we're good with that.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not, but we're still kind of thrown out without us not recognizing we're thrown out, right? Because our friend is like, all of a sudden he starts yelling, "Shut up" to me. He falls in the pool, right? And we know he's kidding, whatever he's doing, right? But then he gets up and him and I are still in the pool, and this guy's at the couch. And as he's at the couch, he's starting to put the cover on the TV, he's shutting off the TV. And I'm like, "Dees, I think we got to go." And he's like, "No, we don't." I'm like, "No, bro." Like the hierarchy of us knowing
They
to
change
go.
into their pajamas and stuff.
Like he's like, "No, you could stay." I'm like, "What are we gonna fucking do? End up
yeah.
sleeping on this guy's deck?" I'm like, "Bro, it's time for us to go."
The pool
He's like,
felt great. I don't know.
refreshing, woke you up a little bit.
Yeah.
And we do it all the time. He doesn't get the apology to because when you're big and you're the
I'm a
fall
cuddler.
down guy, you know.
People expect it almost.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm the one who does the dog dance. I got to apologize the next day. That's unfair, right?
I see. So unfortunately, you get the mature adult
Yeah.
I do.
role, so
Yeah.
to speak.
Yeah, right. Or I'm
I'm
just the
sorry
one that
about that.
does not fucking filter New York at all.
Right,
No
right.
filter.
You shouldn't do a dead dog dance. Like, there's no reason to
probably not
present
something-
the dead dog and
That's
then
probably not
dance.
something I'll try on stage
Yeah.
at all.
Unbelievable. And so we are in pain today.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
even
I
though
was
it's-
definitely in pain
Even though it's
yesterday.
Monday, we're still a little hurt
What
by it.
hurts?
My ego. My side, my ego. I
My
had a
side
headache
from laughing.
yesterday.
Just laughing.
It's just so silly.
Yeah,
It's just so
just
silly.
laughing.
And then I proceeded to, and I know we were, after I went over and did the apology tour yesterday, I came home and I've been watching Wimbledon for a little bit. You know,
Okay,
for some
yeah.
reason, I'm into, the only time I've actually been into it. So when I do something, I don't do half-ass. So I tape them all, right? The entire series from round
course.
16 to, I don't know the men's yet. Today
Yeah.
I'm going to watch. These fucking matches are 7 hours long.
Oh, dude.
7. They're only trying to get 4 points. Fucking
Right.
speed this shit up, people.
It's
gotta-
like soccer or football, whatever you want to say.
Yeah. But at least that's
ridiculous.
a little more. Like these people are only trying to win 4 points and 2 matches, and it's taking 7 fucking hours.
But our guy had
It's
a good
unbelievable.
point. Shorten the fucking field.
You got to show
Yeah.
the soccer thing.
You got to shorten it.
Yeah.
You got to shorten it, and you have to shorten the time, and also either get rid of the goalie or make the goalie small.
Yeah, make
the goal itself smaller, or get rid of the goalie. Because who wants to watch an hour and a half game?
Right.
That's 1-0.
Right.
And I understand outside of it, and it's so funny because, and I'm sure have you watched the World Cup at all this
have.
year?
A
So
little bit.
they always want to bring up like, hey, after this World Cup, people are going to start watching in the U.S. But they don't. They just don't, you know.
Okay.
I mean, we're all into it for the moment,
Right.
But
for the moment.
we don't.
Especially, I mean, as far as the USA got this year, you
Yeah.
know, so everybody was into it for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I see what I don't get is wouldn't we as a country have gotten into it when the women won that year? Like that was a big thing. Like everybody knew about that.
That's
you know.
a whole other topic.
Oh really?
I think so.
I mean, I just think that we were into it that year. Like everybody was watching that.
I think women in sports is like women in comedy.
Yeah,
Really?
really?
Yeah, I do.
I think there's a struggle there, isn't there?
There is a struggle there.
But
you know?
women are breaking through. I mean, you're
Well,
getting
absolutely, in both
you're-
places.
Yeah, you're getting.
Absolutely. We're
I mean,
getting there.
I think sports is yes, it's definitely an unfair balance for sure. You know, 100%. But you're getting there. I mean, I say you like it. I'm pointing at you like you had it all, right? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You. I know. See, you're a New Yorker. You're the wrong person to ask because you hate them all.
Right. I fucking hate them all.
But
Oh, do you have to bleep that out?
no, you curse, do whatever you want.
Okay,
Tree.
okay.
Whatever you will. The only thing I'm cutting out is this guy being 12, and we probably won't even cut that out.
14.
Yeah, yeah, but the WNBA, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
WNBA, and the problem is that I see, and we all see, we're not gonna. It does when they're showing Sophie Cunningham and doing all the little TikToks. They're not focusing on her athleticism.
Right,
That's
true.
that's unfair.
True.
And I would dare never say what somebody does or does not want to be put out.
Right.
For themselves. So we could sit here and say she does all these little TikTok memes and all that stuff,
Yeah.
but there are people splicing them together. You know, it's kind of like the old days when they would do like the field and jump the field and not hockey, but like the field sports. You know, the javelin throwing all,
Yeah.
but the cameraman's either on the
Badminton,
ass or the
whatever.
camera. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's like we got to get out of that mentality.
Absolutely.
Women are beautiful. We're allowed to appreciate beauty. That's what attracts us to women. You know. And again, we're a different era. I mean, I could be a gay. This is not, you know, gay guy. Who wants that? Look at that. Guy falls in pools, you know. So anyway,
I'm a hugger.
so sorry.
I'm a hugger.
so but you know, I mean, you don't have to focus on that. You don't,
Yeah.
you know, focus on the
Right.
athleticism.
Right.
Focus on who they are as what they've accomplished
Right.
as an athlete instead of trying to, you know, what's the word where
Objectify, or-
objectify.
Yeah,
Yes, correct.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? But I think we're moving at least in the right direction.
I think we are. I think we've made a lot of strides in sports and in comedy.
Sure.
With that, so.
So in a comedy, you definitely have, but some of the best comedians ever are women. I mean, Joan Rivers has got to be in the top 3.
I agree.
You
I
know?
agree. And I think you are a fan of comedy so that you would know that. I think the general public, if you ask them for their top 3,
Yeah.
I don't think Joan Rivers comes up in that conversation.
How could she not?
But I
Back in
agree.
1975, maybe.
No. She broke barriers.
She did. She was top
But we're
roaster.
talking, you're talking top 3 over. See, he wouldn't put her in that category, right? And that's not a dig at
That's
you.
because I'm talking about this generation.
No, we're talking of all time. So
All
who would be
time?
your Joan Rivers would be
all
within your
time.
top 3 all time, right? Who would you say your top 3 are all time?
She's not in my top 3 of all time. I mean, she probably
top
she's
5,
She's
yeah.
top 5.
Yeah, for sure,
absolutely,
for sure.
absolutely,
For sure.
You know, people are like Richard Pryor.
Oh yeah,
You know,
100%.
Red Fox.
Yeah, great. I never saw him. I never saw stand up, but he was brilliant on his shows.
Yeah,
he was brilliant on his shows.
And I mean, I want to say Flip Wilson.
Oh, you like Flip?
Yeah.
I was never a big fan. Of Flip.
Although, you know, I really came to appreciate him just recently. Once I started doing comedy and I started paying attention to how he did things, you know, and the fact that he worked clean, but not clean at all.
Yeah.
You know, and he had that
right.
ability to do that. So I think that's maybe what I appreciate. And then, of course, you know, you have, I'm going to say it, Bill Cosby. I know.
It's not even.
Talk about 13.
As a stand-up
As a
comic,
stand-up
and
comic,
as
yeah.
that
I mean,
part.
his comic.
If I did not count what we know about
and
him,
that's a shame. Takes
Yeah.
the legacy straight out of him, and you're 100% right.
Yeah.
Right.
Bill Cosby, his records are in my record collection.
Yeah,
I mean, for real, it is what it is. You know, just because I have his records, everybody don't start to fucking message
I'm
me.
surprised you guys don't have Eddie Murphy in one of these.
I got Eddie Murphy in there, yeah, of course.
Eddie Murphy is up there. I mean, it's only because you know I
100%.
could almost flip Wilson and Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
almost move that around. He's up there, and of course more modern Dave
Yeah.
Chappelle's and all of
I
that.
thought Martin Lawrence is funny too.
Martin Lawrence is
Yeah.
very funny. He's probably in my top
Yeah.
10. This
Yeah.
is it. But Joan Rivers is in. She's my
how
top.
could you not? She's like
my top female.
Yeah,
for sure.
And even Phyllis Diller.
She was fantastic too.
A lot of people, the younger generation,
Yeah.
you probably don't even know Phyllis Diller's work.
Yeah.
But-
What if I seen her?
But you know, apparently she's in the Guinness Book of World Records for having
Yeah.
the most laughs per minute.
Really?
Which is something that I mean.
Show me a picture.
She has her phone right there.
Let me tell you, she is not somebody you would appreciate for her beauty.
That could be funny within itself.
It was because she actually, you know,
That was her
you find
gimmick.
that was her shtick. Yeah,
Yeah.
she did that on purpose. She
Yeah,
could
yeah.
have been absolutely, you know, better looking had
Right.
she, but she
yeah.
purposely, you know, made herself look crazy. I will look her up while we do that.
That's fine.
I'll
And
know
the
that
other-
when I see her.
But I look at it what you're saying there, and let's just take the top 3. I don't want to get into like a Bill world. You know, Bill was great. Shout out to Bill. Your episode's coming, I promise. You know, I would put definitely 100% a Richard Pryor. Guy was the guy.
Yeah.
A George Carlin. Okay. You got a George Carlin up there for the way he operated.
Yeah. I've seen her.
You know,
I have seen her.
George Carlin. I mean, yeah.
George Carlin was great,
He's genius.
man.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely
genius shit. I mean,
genius.
Genius.
that isn't punchline shit. That's genius.
That
is
was
that is taking that is a philosophical look on humanity,
Right.
making it funny.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you look at all those comics, you know, there's a lot of low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
You know, you can do racist comedy, you can do women comedy, you can do sex comedy. George Carlin was, for me, the top comic between him and Pryor, because I would put Pryor in probably the 2 spot, just because I think what Carlin did, nobody has done before, and nobody's done since.
True.
There's
and people
no-
have tried.
and they've tried.
And
They have
they're
tried.
not hitting the mark.
They're not. How can, like, he got it, and it was
Yes.
all deadpan. It was all,
Yes.
you know, and it was all fast. I mean, for him to remember all the shit that he was thinking of,
Yes.
just in that of itself, the monologue that he brought up and the
Absolutely.
words that he used, he lost half an audience just because people didn't even say half the fucking words he used.
Right.
But for as a comic tone, man, and
But he
within
had an evolution too. You know, that's the other
100%.
thing because he was on Flip Wilson when,
Yep, yep.
And, you know, when he first started. Completely different
Different.
persona. I mean,
Yes.
I would say the same style.
Yeah.
of delivery for
but
the most
not
part.
so much philosophical.
Not as philosophical, but which that stands to reason because as you get older, you get more and more philosophical. You understand more about life.
Yeah,
you know?
sure.
Yeah.
And so everybody gets jaded,
Yeah.
you know, and if you can bring that across in stage without bringing everybody down,
Yep.
you know, then you're doing something genius.
Right. Yeah.
100%. And my top three, Joan Rivers is in my top five. I would even as a female, I'd put her number one because
Number
she was
one female.
quick.
Yeah.
She was
Oh my
quick. She was
goodness, yeah.
funny. She was one that you didn't have to worry about.
Yeah.
She's a Don Rickles
Absolutely.
with tits. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
Don Rickles was funny.
yeah, he was great. He was
And he had tits.
but and he probably had tits too. But you know, again, put Carlin in my top. Again, my top three. Chappelle he's a
Yeah.
rock star.
Yeah.
And he's always been. It wasn't like he had a progressive state. When
Right.
he came out the box, he was funny.
Already funny.
He was just
His first,
fun.
yeah.
He was just funny. And then for a guy to be able to put a show that big in that Chappelle series
Yes.
where everybody was laughing, everybody, and
exactly.
he
All
was
ages,
all
all
ages.
genders.
There were no feelings hurt, and you can't call that lowbrow because he was doing race shit, but he was making it acceptable.
He was doing it masterfully, not
Yes.
like you
Not
said.
knocking
Pioneers of
any-
comedy, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, he wasn't knocking anybody.
Breaking through walls.
That Chappelle
And he
show
did
was the
use
best show ever.
stereotypes, But the way that he approached the stereotype
Never made him feel less
never
than.
made anybody
Yeah.
feel less than.
Nope.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, of course, the LGBTQ
Yeah,
community.
they're always mad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of groups that are always mad, and it makes money. When you're mad, you make money, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I mean-
I feel like we can get into that too, and then I'm gonna sound like back in my days.
I'm in your days.
but I
you and I,
think-
you're younger than me. I'm guarantee that you are at least 15 years younger than me. But yes, we're in the same days. Continue, love.
Oh, thank you. But I do feel like it's the time
Yeah.
also. So then I feel like people are just more easily offended.
Why though?
yeah.
You know why? Why
Well,
you?
the times now.
The
Everybody's
times.
offended by anything you do.
That's the point, but that's my question. Why? Why are you offended when you're making leaps and bounds for your and we're talking about an entire group of people that is fucking angry about who they want to sleep with. That's it. We're not talking about what? So you have those people that are out to hurt them because of that, but you have that in everything. You have it because you're black. You have this group of people that want to beat you up because you're Jewish. You got a group of people that want to beat you up because you're Irish. Again, I understand there's degrees of that,
Right.
but you have a whole collection of a group of people that. Who gives a fuck who you sleep with?
Right.
My position is, you be you.
Just be
Be
you.
you.
Exactly.
There's no and it's not about shoving it down people's throats because that's going to be their argument. Well, they don't need to shove it down your throat. Fuck you, because we're shoving it down everybody else's throat when you're heterosexual.
Right.
When you're doing PDA
Everything
and
in
ass grabbing.
media that has
right?
always shown heterosexuals is
I mean, how many more
Shoving
letters
it
you
down somebody's
fucking?
throat,
How many
yeah.
more letters you adding? I had a gay daughter, How and she passed away. And I'm not bringing the party down. There's no reason that it's now 2026. People should be able to fucking sleep with who they want.
absolutely.
And it really
100%.
shouldn't be a problem.
And
do.
it shouldn't be
They
a
do.
problem. And
Crazy.
And I think that those people who are sleeping with whoever they want to sleep with, I think that, they have to be able to tell the difference between when somebody's being hateful toward them.
Right.
And when somebody's stating the fact about what you do.
I agree.
Because there's no reason to be ashamed of what
Yeah.
you do.
Right.
Yeah.
So if somebody just says, you're gay and you are gay, it's like, okay.
Right.
Hey, let's just keep going. What's the punchline
Thank
here?
you.
Yeah, what is the punchline?
What's the
Right.
punchline here?
Yeah,
Now, and
thank you.
judge it by whether
How's
the
it-
punchline is funny.
It's funny, yeah.
But not necessarily offensive because they said, you're gay. 'Cause
Yeah.
what's wrong with
Right.
it?
I
Nothing's
agree.
wrong with being
Right,
gay.
right. And but there are stereotypes everywhere. Everything has a stereotype. It is what it is. It doesn't matter that the Irish love to drink. So why are we offended by that?
Right.
Not all of them drink. We got that. There's gonna be
Right.
one in the back line. Hey, I don't drink. Well, we know you don't drink. But the fucking 40 people in front of you drink Guinness. Like I've been to Ireland twice. You go to they fucking drink.
Right.
They
Yeah.
all drink. The Italians, they smoke their balls off. They
Right.
fucking smoke. They also airports. They smoke while they're swimming. How's
I
that
didn't know they
possible?
were smoking the balls off. That's new information to me, but okay.
I
How
mean,
do you do
there's-
that?
there's
How do you guys do
stereotypes.
that?
If that's their thing.
We,
Okay.
Italians, they talk.
I'm not going to judge it. You know? You can do whatever you want to with your balls. You know
What do you blow into it?
Yeah. It's, they smoke. They all smoke. I mean, there's so many, and people are just, they want to be offended just to be offended.
Yeah.
That's
That's
all
what I think it is.
It's just a bitch.
I think it's because life is hard.
Has it always been hard?
But it's always been hard. But I think life is hard, and somewhere people decided that my hard life has to become somebody else's problem.
That's it.
Yeah.
You're
Bang.
right. You're absolutely
you
correct.
got you
And so
back.
now I'm gonna lash out. And
Yeah.
okay, now you've just offended me. I get to lash out at you.
Yeah.
We're pretty good at just walking by it.
Who?
You and I.
Because we're dumb. We're not. We're on the hierarchy. I'm a little smarter than you because I get
You're
some
a lot
of the,
smarter than me.
some
That's
of the words.
okay.
I know. Follow me here, but
Yeah.
you're my guy.
Yeah.
I'm a little smarter in the words. Okay,
Yeah.
but I'm just as dumb because we just don't give a fuck.
No, we don't.
I don't care if you, as long as you're not trying to make out with me, we're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And if you are, I can push you away.
Yeah.
And I
I've
can
never
say- I can
seen
say
anybody
stop.
do that.
Right.
Right.
Hey, I'm gay. Come here.
Never have I seen that.
I'm,
Right.
the, I'm the gayest out of all of our friends because I always try and see their cocks and shit like that. If they tell me some story about their big or small, I'm like, it's a gym locker room. Let's go.
Now, is that after you drank too much,
All the time.
or just all the time?
It could go-
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
it-
Alcohol doesn't factor into that.
No.
He'll leave the light on.
Just check.
Yeah. But it makes no sense to me that we are just so, and it makes sense to me in terms of the money. That's what I always believe it's
Oh, yeah.
about. I always believe it because you need the lobbyists, you need the people on the left and the right to argue, because if you stopped arguing, what are you gonna do?
Right. Well, the people
you
who
gonna do?
make money understand human behavior.
Right.
They understand psychology more than I do.
Right.
And so they understand that if there's blood in the water,
Yep.
they're
Yeah.
gonna make money. So they just make sure that they keep that bloody water stirred up. You know.
Keep
Sure,
it
for
moving.
sure.
Yeah.
It's up to us to recognize it and not jump in that pool with them. You know.
100%.
Everybody jumps on it though.
Yeah.
They try
Just
to.
walk away, guys.
Yeah, you just gotta, and you and I are just too stupid to know when the party's over. We don't know when the party's over, bro.
But party because life should be happy.
Yeah, I agree.
And
100%.
it's so people do not really. We all talk it, but I believe and this sounds so egotistical, that I truly believe I have understood this concept of how fucking fast it is. We all say it,
Yes.
but I do it at 100 miles an hour because I know that it's not guaranteed, except especially the fact of losing children, losing
Right.
best friends, and losing all that at young ages, and I mean, being a crackhead through my younger years, I knew it was at any moment could end, even at that time.
Hardship, unfortunately, teaches us those lessons. But
Oh yeah.
you got to take the lesson from
You got to
it.
take the lesson. And it's an amazing concept of how quick it goes.
Yes.
I mean,
absolutely.
it really just at any moment we'd say this guy's height. One day his heart's gonna explode all over me while we're in the middle of this thing.
Jeez Louise.
I'll fix him.
See, I just go right past that.
Right.
Just go right past.
I will catch it, Trini, and
Yeah.
I'll put it right back in his ass. Trust me.
You're not getting away from that.
It'd be like a football catch. You'd be like,
I'm
you'd
used
be
to
like,
it.
but as he's going down, I
If you
grab
need
him up.
therapy,
I do.
okay, all right. Yeah.
So,
need therapy.
so let's ask this question. Let's get back to you for a second. The second part, where is your best shows that you do here? Have you had your perfect show yet?
That's a good question. My perfect show with me on it, not hosting, because
Mm-hmm.
hosting and being on the show, for me, two different animals.
Okay.
Our role is completely different.
What do you like more?
Being on the show.
Being on the show.
Yeah.
Because you should be on the show.
Thank you.
You
thank
really should be.
Thank you. Hosting it's a whole other set of skills that I want to develop.
Yeah.
But I like being able to work on material, go up there, and now take that material out to the world. And the only way I can do that, it's a creative process.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you get it out, that's what you were doing it for,
Okay.
know? So I like to be on that. Let's see. I had a really good one. I would say, I've so many that's coming to my mind, but my most recent one, where was it? Jeez, now I can't remember. Social House.
Social House.
Social
okay.
House.
You killed it.
Yeah. Yes. I killed it. The audience was there with me. You know, I felt like we were doing this dance, right? And that's what it. When you're having a perfect show, that's what it feels like.
Sure.
It's like you're doing this dance, and everybody's in step with each other. Everybody's into it. You know, and so
Do you do crowd work with that?
I do.
Okay.
I do. Depending on how much time I have, and usually I do crowd work anyway because people, I think, more recently have evolved exactly to where they expect to be sort of a part of the show as opposed to being spoken to.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so you always want to be conversational up there, obviously, but they also do understand that you're up there, you're talking to them, and they're just listening.
Sure.
But modern crowds expect to be pulled in a little bit.
Sure.
You know, so I always try to do a little crowd work, even if it's not so much that I'm waiting for their answer to be able to move forward with my own material. But when I have more time, then I end up just sort of talking to the crowd, seeing where that takes me, you know, and crowds are fun.
Yeah.
They'll take you some places. And so far, I have. Oh, that was a knock. I'm sorry.
No,
that was
yeah,
really
good.
hard.
Quit saying sorry.
We were a minute away from having 2 dogs at the fucking door. There, Trinii is
Barking.
fucking it up again.
But there I go. That's what I do.
It's a good thing we have good equipment in here.
But so far, I haven't had any like mean hecklers.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
You know, because that part is gonna be interesting. That doesn't mean be mean to me if you see me. Okay, that doesn't mean I don't want you to be my first one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could they? Like you know, you have. You would hope that there'd be more respect, like for a woman up there doing her thing, you know.
So far, I have to.
Have you ever seen it where they've been mean to a woman?
No,
That's
I have
good.
not seen that
That's
in
good.
person,
Yeah.
and I do think that there's a modicum of respect that people have for women up there.
Especially in the clubs, you know, they know what they're coming in for.
Exactly.
I mean, I know people lose their mind with alcohol.
They do.
Hence me and this guy, you know.
They do. And then sometimes you also have to be able to know, just like with anything else, if you don't want to go somewhere, don't go there.
Don't
right?
go.
Don't go there.
Don't go.
So like even my material in certain places, maybe it won't be super raunchy. Like I'm never really super raunchy either. That's just my style, you know, not that I wouldn't, you know,
Right.
it's just that I haven't. But you don't want to necessarily go there because then the crowd thinks they can go there with you too.
Right.
And then some people don't leave it right there, you know, then
They start picturing in their
or
minds.
social media now they can,
Yeah.
you know, send you DMs and all this kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And so then those are the kinds of things you have to think about. And I'm sure guys have to think about it that way too. I'm sure if they go up there and talk about, you know, wanting to get head at the end of the night, you know,
They're all lining up.
they're all lining up. But, you know, let's just face it, men don't seem to typically
Yeah.
be as offended by that. You don't see the problem, do you? Like,
hold the fuck on, guy. He's over like you're disgusted by it. You're a comic up there.
me?
There's a line. You're like, no, leave me
I
alone.
was agreeing with her. I get what she's saying.
Yeah, you'd be like, where's Dees? You'd be like, I don't know.
On our show, I'm definitely just going to stand up there and say, hey, my head.
Yeah. This guy. It's fantastic.
At the end of the night, 10 o'clock.
It works for what it worked for what you're saying.
right?
No,
I get it.
Yeah.
I get
Oh
it.
no, don't want to give me head. Stop.
I didn't say that.
But, you know, typically other things that people might heckle for might be like, you're not funny, you know,
Right.
that
Yeah,
kind of thing.
that's
I
just
haven't-
annoying.
That's annoying, you know, and I haven't had that yet, you know, but even that, it's not to the point where that would be offensive to me.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
because again, you have to just not be ready to
Right.
be offended by every single
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And if somebody takes the time to yell out, you're not funny, but they're at a comedy show, I mean, it's like, you know, just, well, kick back and relax. Somebody's going to be funny. Something's going to be funny.
You got to
know?
hold your character, I think.
That's
Yeah.
the difference,
Yeah.
though, for you being a paid show versus
Yeah.
an open mic.
Absolutely.
Because
100%.
the paid show is going to bring a better caliber. And I'm assuming the bookers and you being when you're a producer, you also the booker.
Yes.
Okay. So
In my
then,
case.
right? So, and that's smart, right?
Yeah.
So you can really
Bootstrapped around here.
you can control the narrative.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely.
So you can 100% say, you know, I like it, or you have just people have submitted, and we have a show filled up.
Yeah.
And I'm sure at this point, because you've been doing it for a year or so, you said, right,
Yeah.
about the booking side,
booking,
the
yeah.
the promoting side,
Yeah.
right? You probably have a little arsenal of comics that that are good. That will
Absolutely,
bring what
100%.
you need.
Yes.
Yeah. On top of yourself, when you're the producer of the show, are you also doing a full set, or are you, because you say hosting, right, or being on the show, but being on the show you do 10 minutes, but
Yeah.
when you're hosting, do you also just host, or do you go up there for? I guess you'd have the 10 minutes through each comic, right?
Well, I typically try not to do it between the comics too much, because once I'm a host, it's like my job is to make them look good.
Right.
So I want to make sure that the focus stays on the next person coming out. So I might just do like a little sentence, a little one-liner in between comics. There's a secret that you only really put in another set if the person before doesn't really do too well, and you need to kind of warm up the crowd again.
You got to keep the flow.
You got to
of
keep
show.
the flow. You want to keep it as high as possible for the
Right.
next comic. So luckily, because I do have control over who I book, I'm booking people for the paid shows that are top notch.
Yeah.
So I haven't had to do that. So I'll do a little bit of like the hosting part and mix in just a short part of my set.
Okay.
So people are still getting a taste of what my actual comedy is,
Mm.
but it's not a full set.
Right. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, do you off the topic of that for a second, do you go home to the Caribbean?
I haven't in so long.
Really?
I haven't.
Really?
So, yeah.
Because that's so fun down there.
It is.
Caribbean's just a good
The
time.
Caribbean itself is very fun. Trinidad, I love you. But it's not really the best place to just go visit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Is it really?
It is
Gotcha.
dangerous.
Okay.
Do they have any open mics down there?
I'm sure they do. And whenever I do go back to visit, I'm sure I will hit up a few of them.
With a bodyguard.
Do it and then
With
just
a
run.
bodyguard. Well, luckily for me, I do have family there,
Yeah.
and so the family will become my bodyguards.
Sure.
So,
Oh, there you go.
but just when I talk to other people who might want to put Trinidad on their list, I would say do it, but just don't be prepared to stay more like in the resort areas
Yeah.
and that type of thing.
Isn't that terrible?
It is terrible because Trinidad is so
Beautiful. Yeah, it makes no
Absolutely.
sense.
It has hills, mountains, so much greenery,
Mm.
everything beautiful. The people are beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's just unfortunate. It's just like one of those things where if you have a small environment
Yeah.
where some people have and some people don't,
Right.
then you end up having all these pockets of violence because
Right.
everybody's fighting the wrong person, right? Just like here, but
Yeah.
but that's
So ridiculous.
that's more concentrated because it's such a small island and
Right.
only like 1 million people. So
Yeah. Not even the size of Texas, for God's sake.
Right, right, exactly.
And here's Trini. And then she's running past the stage.
On to the next open mic.
Right, exactly.
Makes no sense.
I'll do it from my car.
We have seen you have some of the guys that we've had on the show. You've had Ant Rance down there.
Oh,
we know
yeah,
that,
he was
right?
my headliner
God,
once.
he is
Ant
just
Rance, shout
phenomenal.
out.
He is phenomenal.
Yeah,
he's
he's
just
good.
something
I like
else. I
him.
can't
Yes.
wait to get his ass up here again.
I've had C.
C. Dillard.
C. Dillard.
Love him too. He
Yes.
just got voted something
Florida
communist funny
comedian
guy.
of the-
and all
yeah.
that. Have you had Sean Madden too?
I haven't had
Florida
him yet.
Florida man. Yeah,
No, I
he's probably
haven't.
going to come down here. Have you done the Yang? Have you gotten Yang on your show?
No.
No.
When you say Yang, who are you
Yakir,
referring-
yeah, that the Yakir.
Oh, the lady,
The
the
Asian girl?
Yeah. Okay, so no, I have not had her yet.
Yeah, she's not here anymore though.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
I guess she comes back.
She does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
you've
think
had
she's
Heather?
at LOL recently. I've had Heather.
Yeah,
Yes, Heather's great.
We loved Heather.
Yes.
Like
yes, so
Heather was
good.
just so. She's just so raw.
Yes,
Yeah.
she
You
is,
know,
she
like
is.
she makes no apologies.
Right.
You know,
yes.
she's got that demeanor to her.
Yes.
You don't know coming in because she was very quiet at first.
Right.
So I was thinking, because I'm an age difference.
Right,
In
right.
my marriage, right?
Right.
And yet I always feel like sometimes you get your back up against the wall without even knowing it. So her quietness for us, and he doesn't think anything. He's got the rabbit. He's fucking. Right? He doesn't think like I know he's not thinking that, right? It's me. I'm like, oh, I hope she's going to to be engaging and not being worried about, are we going to question this or anything?
Right.
You know, and she just opened up, and she was great.
Yeah.
She is a great.
I mean, and she was funny.
Comedian, so funny.
She has a big opinion on the women. She's, you know,
Absolutely.
she's
She's
in
so
agreement.
supportive of women.
Yeah. And she was like, she liked that we were talking about supporting that one. We had plugged that show that was an all-woman show up here, you know, that we're not going to mention that club again for the 10,000th time, you know.
We're not going to do that again.
No props, you know. But yeah, she was, you've had a bunch of the ones that we have on, you know, and
Yes.
and you clearly know the right ones.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, you clearly know the right ones. So you have a show coming up in August, right?
I do.
And what are you performing yourself anywhere in the next couple of weeks? Because you know you'll be giving that to the Dees as your whole list. But you can plug a couple of places before we go into the last topic, because I find it very interesting of what you like, which I'm kind of like sometimes and not sometimes. What do you have coming up? What shows yourself?
So this Tuesday at Moon Room at Pineapples starts at 8 p.m. That's in Melbourne. And so
Did you say this Tuesday?
This Tuesday.
Yeah. It was a couple weeks ago Tuesday. Give me something. Sorry, because remember when the show comes out?
Oh, okay.
A month from now.
No. We're gonna give her the
2 weeks from now.
We're gonna give
2
her
weeks
the
from
we're
now.
gonna give her the second Tuesday.
Oh.
We'll give you. Actually, what we'll do is we'll give her this Thursday coming up. So yes, go
nice.
anything that comes up this Thursday
Thursday.
from that Thursday on. Yep.
Well, Thursday itself, I'm at the Blind Lion
Perfect.
in Cocoa Village. On the 19th, I'm at Alex Underground.
Oh, you're going there?
Yeah.
She's blowing up.
She's been blown up.
Yeah,
dude.
man.
She's been blown up.
Alex,
she's
her club is amazing.
And it's drama free.
Yeah, and she works so hard.
She herself is working so hard.
Yes, she's a working comic, plus to promote all of those shows.
But she's
To get a
so
comedy club going.
humble.
Yes.
I'm telling you, like, you know, we know those clubs. There are some out there that want you to kiss a ring. She is for the people.
She's for the people, and she also allows people to use Alex Underground to produce their own shows, which is huge, because sometimes you have a vision for your show.
Yep.
And so on the 19th, that's an all-women show.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice,
it's called
nice.
Hysterical Women. It's put on by Sarah Mays. She's the promoter and the producer for that show. She's great. And that's, I have another one coming up the following week on the Thursday.
Okay.
But I will have to send you that because I don't remember the location.
That's fine.
I know,
I'll get
I know
it.
that's in Orlando.
It'll
but-
all be posted.
Yeah, it'll
but-
all be posted.
So definitely, I would love to have people come out and follow me so that if you'll see all my dates.
Yep,
if
you're
follow
gonna
me,
get
'cause
all. You're
I
gonna put
post.
all. We're gonna have all your socials up and everything.
Thank you.
Not to step on you.
Thank you.
We're gonna
Appreciate
have all your. How crazy did I just make you by doing all that? We tape every Sunday, Monday, you know, and you were great to come in and appreciate the time in terms of you coming here. But like I say, we have shows in the can, right?
Right.
So he's always like, hey, AC, man, you had this guy out for, you know, and I'm like, well, you know, I'm like, and it's not that we don't love them.
Right.
It's just that something gets
It's
bumped.
relevant, yeah.
People gets bumped. It's
Yeah.
the time, you know,
Yeah.
but it's not like we won't, Josh will understand. Bill, poor Bill, he's hanging out there. And Avante, my God, we have to clean that shit
Yeah,
up.
we have to
Anyway,
clean that up.
so
Thank you.
yeah, you're
Well, it's not true.
you're
Wait a minute.
we're big fans.
She was actually before all them, anyways. Really, technically.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
all the way in
technically-
March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
got-
Thank you.
She's up, guys.
Yeah, she's up. She's
I
definitely up.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right, last topic I have to ask you about, and I know you probably you get tired of us.
No, you guys are fun.
Oh, thanks. Wrestling.
Yeah, she loves wrestling.
You are constantly.
I do
It
love
is
wrestling.
so fun. Okay, so are you just? Where did the love come from? Like as a child, were your parents taking you there? Were you?
Not
how long
at
have
all.
you? How long have you been involved in the wrestling world?
So about 2 years.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh, you weren't even rock or
See, The
anything?
Rock came to her in her dreams, and he was.
And he was like, you're gonna do comedy or you're gonna get the people's elbow.
Get your candy ass out of bed right now,
I mean,
and
I
let's go.
I see you on all the
Bring
wrestling
it.
stuff. You're on all the wrestling. Like you
Yes.
comment
Yes.
on a ton of-
I do, because I'm really, really into it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I was like, where was this my whole life?
Really?
Yeah, because I had, that thought in my head, like a lot of people may still have, like, it's not real, So
Yeah.
that's, I really want to watch sports, because
Yeah.
I am into sports. I'm into anything that people show excellence.
Okay.
Right. So that's why I like sports.
Yeah.
But then I started watching it, and I was like, these people are top-notch athletes.
Yeah.
They really are.
They really are.
And there's a freaking story.
I know, but some of the stories are bad.
Some of the stories
No,
right
some
now
of them
are bad.
Some of them are really good though.
Some of them right now are bad because
I think they're all like we're falling apart with that. Like in the WWE now.
on the WWE right now,
Yeah,
exactly.
They gotta get new characters.
But it comes back. It does that. It comes back, and there's a new era.
Well, you
There's
need
a
the
new-
characters,
Yeah.
We need characters,
Yeah.
and so but I am a student of the older stuff. So when you bring up like The Rock and the Undertaker,
Stone Cold. Yeah.
I mean, so I've gone back in my 2 years
Okay.
and did some research just because it's fun.
Yeah.
and I see the storylines there. I have an opinion on the Vince McMahon era.
Give it to us.
I love it.
Yeah.
Freaking love it.
It was good. It was a good era.
I was good. I thought
That's a
something was
good
coming
era.
deep. I was about to shut the shades, unplug the turtle tank. That
Somebody call 911. No, I'm just kidding.
that
Just kidding.
is fun. Yeah, please.
Just bring it.
Yeah, no,
Right.
you never have to say you're kidding because you probably want to call 911. Just have it there. So
Okay.
you mean you loved what
storylines.
did you love the era? Yeah, I get that, but the era. What made you okay with that era? Like, are you talking about the way the women were? Because I think the women wrestlers are now wrestling. There was a showcase of tits
Right,
and ass,
right.
And that I'm not saying I'm not trying to put you in a box or any of that. But I'm saying, are you saying because the wrestling was better at that time, the storylines were better? Like, or you just what did you love about it?
So the storylines were definitely better.
Way better.
And the characters were better.
Yeah.
Way better.
And I mean, the way some things used to hit, like when you hear the Undertaker
Okay.
music and
Yep.
he's about to come out,
Yeah.
you're starting to get those chills and you feel that
For sure.
experience.
You do.
For
know?
sure.
And now, I mean, they have some people like Oba Femi. You hear that, but there's some other people that have just been around for a long time that you don't have that same excitement for, like the kind of Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. Say
know,
he's hope he listens, Cody.
I hope he listens. I hope he has an opinion too. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and drop his opinion on your
Comments, yeah.
podcast, right?
Let's
right?
go.
Right.
Yeah.
He's gonna say, you know what? Damn it, I agree too.
He's been around a long time.
He's been around a long time. He's a great athlete.
Yep.
But the storyline around him has become just
Lame.
boring. It's
Because they don't
lame.
know what to do with him.
They don't know what to do with him, but and he's a draw in some ways, so
Yeah.
they just keep recycling. the
Recycling,
same-
and then I'm recycling. And they're at least trying to get new people, but the new people that they have him wrestling is just he. Unfortunately, I think his character's even above them. Does that make sense? Like,
yes.
even though it's lame, like he wouldn't fight that guy.
Like he should have earned a different place by now, where he's not fighting
Agreed.
some of those newbies.
Agreed.
Yeah, right.
But
Agreed.
because there's nobody else at
That's
that level
relevant.
who brings any excitement,
You're right.
Right.
he has nobody else to
Fight,
wrestle.
yeah.
And so that's what. But I still enjoy it now.
Yeah.
But when I look back at the old stuff, that
It
was,
was
definitely
intense.
better.
There was a lot more of them.
And
You know what I mean? It was just a lot more.
And I'm even going to say something about the difference with the women. And this might seem like really weird for a woman to say.
How about it?
But back then, when you said it was like all tits and ass,
Yeah.
it's like they were okay with, as long as they were okay with that.
Yeah.
As long as they were okay with, like if you know that you're a model, a Victoria's Secret model,
Sure.
right? Then you're going to know that, unfortunately, there's some people who are going to take that little catalog to the bathroom with them, with a bottle of lotion, you know what I'm saying?
I know I did.
Then there it is. I needed moving pictures, so that's our differences.
Right.
So
right.
back in, it was like,
Oh,
what,
so
90?
back in your days, you had to wait for like the fuzz
Yes,
on the
ma'am.
television.
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
with the rabbit ears and shit.
And you're like trying to get the rabbit ear.
Stick figures.
Speaking of that, it wasn't even. See, he doesn't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's how young this guy is.
Yeah.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
With a squiggly line?
lines,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, there was because you're way
Retro porn.
young.
Yeah.
You're way
Dude, I
young.
used to watch wrestling back in the day a lot.
Yeah, you're way young. And it was funny you bring that up because there was a guy again recently that I just saw when and he's like, Dad, what was your favorite show growing up? and the father showed the squiggly line. Where he's like, that was where you caught a tit. You're like, oh my god,
Yes.
that's
Look, if you look real
Yes.
close.
it was very funny. I was like, oh, that.
Usually you cut
was
that on
me.
Cinemax
That was me.
too.
Yeah. So
Nowadays,
you're
they
right.
never.
I never. They
It's at
really
their
won't get it.
fingertips. They've
Yeah,
never
I
understand.
know, and that's the problem. It is at their fingertips.
Yeah.
That's why
That is a problem.
you're having some of the issues that you have with the young. And I'm not talking about what they believe they are sexually. Just that you're running into problems where they're wanting it too soon.
Too much too soon before
and
certain
it corrupts
parts of
their.
them have.
It definitely corrupts.
Yeah,
their
it definitely corrupts the ability to see anything normal. You know?
Right.
And it's not even like, hold on, our popping in a VHS tape was exciting. You
Right.
went to the store, you were the creepy guy in the, in the
Right,
blinds, and you were
exactly.
right about, you were just old enough to be there and shit. You know?
You had to go to that section.
Yeah.
Right, and you
Right,
are,
where they-
the freaks in the section.
Right, or the door, and then oiled the fucking
Then you had to take
door.
the long walk up to the register.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's a little, with the box.
And your box didn't have any name on the outside.
No, or the boxes. Remember, I go back to where you just brought the box up. That every
that's right.
picture
That's
of the
right.
fucking movie.
Oh, yeah.
So here I am with little Jimmy, and I'm that guy in the coat, walking up there. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, I agree with you. I guess if they did, I think we're way better with the athleticism.
With the women?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
my goodness,
I think
yes.
now for the men to the women, that the men have failed. They're not and it's not the men's fault. It's the fault of the organization
creative.
not get the creative department.
Yeah.
Right? So because all these guys are super athletic.
Yes.
They are super. You cannot deny doing a backflip off of a top rope and landing a specific spot is amazing.
Landing someplace on someone
And not hurting them.
and not hurting
Yeah,
them.
yeah. But the women are they're just way better
Right now, they sure are, and even
They're
their
really just
storylines
way
are better. I
better.
mean, I'm sitting there and like everybody else, I have a whole storyline in my head, and I'm like, oh, they should do this, they could do this, and like everybody else, and they just need to listen to
And
us
it's so
sometimes,
diverse.
right?
Yes.
So diverse.
But it's so diverse.
the women's side. I'm
they're
just talking on the women's side.
They're
So diverse.
so athletic, like
Jada
those women
Carr
are.
And
Yeah.
the Io Sky.
Io Sky,
Io Sky.
yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. I'm a little tired of like Becky Lynch. I'm a little tired of her.
Becky Lynch is
Oh,
cool.
man,
I know,
that's
but
the man.
she's just had it too long.
She has had it too long.
She loses it. They give it right back to her.
The thing I like about her is just simply her personality.
Howdy, right.
Like her commitment to her personality. Not even that I agree with it,
Sure. Right.
but like she does not break kayfabe.
Yeah.
She does not.
At all.
She does
I
not,
mean, she
yeah.
is a bitch there in the ring, and she stays that way on social media. The only time she softens is when she's with her daughter Rue.
Of course,
You know?
and that's so cool that we can see that behind the scenes. now.
Right.
I think that makes it that even more endearing.
Right.
The whole wrestling thing. I'm sure you watched the whole documentary on the Vince McMahon.
Oh, the Vince McMahon
Yeah,
one
I
I
watched
did.
that.
Oh
And
my
then-
goodness.
and then the other one
so
that
much
they-
drama, more drama behind the scenes.
He was
whole
just
thing.
again men of power.
Yes, and so he's not the
come
kind of
on.
person I would want to have as a personal friend.
Fuck
you
no.
know,
Not if he's
but
gonna shit on your head while somebody's getting a blowjob. I mean, let's fucking put that aside on a Saturday.
how did I miss that part of it?
Oh my God!
It's on there.
Oh, it's on.
okay.
That's the whole lawsuit. That's where it all started. Him and that guy had his secretary or his right hand, and they were just passing around he was convincing her to sleep with. Apparently, Brock
that's-
Lesnar was coming in.
yeah,
He didn't.
yeah.
He said he didn't, and it even said in the affidavit that he did. That he didn't get there, but Vince McMahon was like, "Hey, you can come and And again,
Yeah.
this is all
Very, very
on their
dark,
in their
yeah.
affidavit. Yeah,
That's
and you
very
got
dark.
that much money, you don't need.
to
do it like that.
to abuse people basically.
You don't,
And see, that's
you
why
know?
I say, like if you know what you signed up for and you're willing.
Yeah.
It's a different thing. Like, I don't care if anybody does that in their bedroom as long as everybody is. I mean, it's a little freaky, of course.
Yeah.
Like, disgusting.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
right?
Stop.
I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with it.
Stop
like
it now.
again, who it is, what Tad? Like you should get a therapist.
Dark humor.
If you need to shit on somebody, you kind of should get a therapist.
Safe
Right.
word.
You
Stop.
probably need to see them first. And if
Yeah,
you
take-
still want to do it afterwards, pick somebody else who is into
Yeah.
it,
For sure. And then it's even messier. Okay,
That's it, right.
Jill and Jimmy shitting on each other. Hey, God
I
bless
mean,
you.
now we don't know whose shit it is. Is it your shit?
Right.
Is it my
And if you
shit?
fall
We
asleep,
don't-
most people fall
No.
asleep after sex. That's where you wake up in the morning. And then you're pissed.
Right.
You're
Then,
like,
then you're literally pissed.
That's very funny. But yeah, that, did you watch are you watching the behind the scenes?
No.
You're not?
As
It's
I'm-
very good.
I've
She
heard
probably
that.
likes. She probably likes to see the vision as it is, right?
I like to see it as it is. Like I
Yeah.
need to be like a child. I need
Yeah.
to enjoy it.
You'd
like, from
enjoy
a-
it.
And
I'm telling you, really, because they're not giving away any secrets like that. They're not telling us. They're just showing us the business side of it.
and so
Which is
and
so
that's
cool. Because
so
we know what it is.
So my boyfriend actually got me into it, right? And so he's been telling me the same thing. He's been telling me that that I should watch that
It's just
because
fun.
it's just fun and it doesn't give it away. But I'm just afraid that they say something and then I'm
And you're like, oh no, I can't look at it the same way. I
right.
agree.
Like I don't want to know.
I
I
agree.
want to try. They have such little twists and turns now
Yeah.
that I want to try to be surprised by something.
Yeah.
Like I even hate the social media posts where you see all of them on the boat, having
Together,
a good
right,
time
right.
and hugging and all that stuff. And the next thing they're coming to the ring and they
I
look at
agree.
each other and they
I
hate
agree.
each other and I absolutely want to destroy you.
You're right.
You just weekend we saw you on the boat.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
We
Yeah.
saw you. Well, Trin,
buying it.
you need to realize. As much as you don't want to, again, there you are with the Vince McMahon era. Do you remember when Triple H and Shawn Michaels had their last match with who was that? I think it was Hogan. One of them was retiring, and
Yes.
they did the four-way, the fatal four-way,
the fatal
and then they
four-way.
hugged at the end, and Vince McMahon went through the fucking roof. But they
Yeah.
were like, it's no different than the boxers. They hate each other. Mike Tyson can hate them, right? Knock the shit out of them, and then at
Right.
the end, hug them, or
And I see
Patty
that,
and all those.
but
guys.
there's like so many, like because you have to wonder, like, why are these wrestlers so enraged? Like we have to believe that they absolutely hate this opponent because they don't just go in there and be like, okay, you and I have a match because you're number one, and
Right.
I won the chance to
Sure.
wrestle you. We have to hate each other because you tried to sleep with my,
Yeah.
my wife
Yeah.
or my boyfriend. So we hate each other. Or you came to my lawn. you came to my house.
You walked across my lawn.
Yeah, and we
Out.
and we're fighting in the backyard, and
Yeah.
now we got to bring this to the
Yeah.
That's so
to the
funny.
ring, okay?
You
You're not gonna fucking walk on my lawn,
You are a thug.
right?
That's ridiculous.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna clear your boyfriend and myself are gonna clear another thing up for you.
Okay,
It is not future tense. It's
Okay.
what's already happened.
okay,
You know what I mean?
Okay.
That the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So they're never going to give anything away to you because
Okay.
it's already been it's already happened.
Okay. Yeah, but it
Like they
still
talk about
ruins
how does it ruin it when you
Because
already
you
know that?
left it where it was.
But you already know that Dominic is married to somebody else.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Dominic's married
I
to
do
somebody
know that,
else. We
yeah.
all know that. We saw the
Yeah,
weddings. We saw.
yeah.
So the fact that he does that whole skit with I don't even think you don't really watch him right
Not
now.
anymore.
Yeah.
I watch here and there.
Yeah, so Liv Morgan, right? We know he's not dating her.
Right.
I mean, we have to accept the fact that it's a live theater
right.
with
There's-
athleticism.
Right.
Right.
I mean, but
But it's still the storylines.
yeah, but I'm just talking about the behind the scenes.
You're right.
I'm just trying to convince us.
You're right.
I'm telling you, she likes the storylines.
It's me
'Cause
that
it's
needs
so
to grow up
exciting.
and just face it,
I can't
but
wait
like,
for season 3.
It's like soap
I don't know.
operas.
I don't think about it, but I need the soap opera. And even in
Yeah.
soap operas,
That's great.
You knew
That's great.
that
I'm
it
with you.
wasn't really real, but you
Yeah.
didn't know like what was going on.
Yeah.
Like you believed that
My
whoever
show's
was
on.
hated each.
Right.
Right. And like even now, I feel like the Liv and Dom thing has messed up the Maxine Dupree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thing,
And they're just
and-
people they don't give pushes to.
Right.
Maxine Dupree didn't get a push.
Right.
Excuse me.
And Austin Theory. I mean, it's like
Austin
you,
Theory
you
didn't
look
get a
at the-
push. Baylor
And
Finn
so you're
didn't
like,
get the
okay,
big
now
good
you guys
push
are
he
going to be
needs.
jobbers together.
That's
I mean,
it,
that's all
yeah.
it is, like married jobbers.
Agreed.
I mean, there are so many that Baylor Finn should be up there at the top too.
Yeah.
He really
Yes,
should. He
he
should be
should
one
be.
that should be beating Cody Rhodes and take that title for
Yes,
and
yes.
because he's super he's super shredded. He's got a great backstory, and and maybe you do not know, he came up with Becky Lynch through Ireland
I do
together.
know that,
She
yeah.
She went to his school.
Yeah,
That he had school over there.
yeah.
Hope I'm not ruining your
No, I
your
knew that,
illusion. Okay,
yeah.
just tell me if you want me to stop. I'll shut your mic off.
Yeah, you got behind the scenes right now.
Right, yeah.
But I mean, like he's a guy that should have gotten a better push.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you think about LA Knight?
Yeah,
I
LA
don't
Knight's
like
coming
him.
up. They're pushing him now.
He's been there.
He's been around
He's been
for
there.
so long.
Yeah, but they're pushing him. You can see that push.
Nah, I don't know that they are.
I feel like
Right?
they're
I don't
pushing
think-
him in and out. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
it's like,
right. He's not a. Yeah, they use him. They don't
Seth
use
Rollins.
him. They use him. He's around
He's
forever
like the
though.
strap-on
Yeah.
of wrestling. You know,
Yeah.
he's not real. You know, but they gotta keep using him.
Yeah, are you talking Seth or LA Knight?
LA Knight.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Seth Rollins has just become, a staple because he's
agree.
been there for so long.
I
My
agree.
favorite in this era is Roman Reigns. I mean, come
Must
on.
acknowledge.
I
Must
can't.
acknowledge it.
Bruce.
I respect Paul Heyman for what he does. You know, is that Hyman, right?
Heyman.
He's been
Paul-
around. He's
My
definitely
name
been around.
Yeah, he's-
is Paul Heyman.
I love that. You know, I love what he stands for. I hate the fact he jumps from person to person, but that's the character, right?
Right.
But out of what's going on today, Roman Reigns was for sure just all of it. Like the way he looks.
He has
the
all of
way-
it now,
He
yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Everybody's had all of it for the amount of time. I
quite the
can't
time.
stand the guy with the thumb. You know, the guy with the blonde hair who uses a thumb and shoves it in there. He's
Solo Sikoa?
so I can't stand him. He's got a major push. He shouldn't have the push. Like I know Roman Reigns was sick, so they had to let him get out and get
Solo's
healthy.
a clown. That's
He
what
is
I
a
like about
clown.
him. I like that
Fatimo's
about him.
great. He's going to be good. Can they give him
Jacob
the push?
Fatu?
Yeah, Fatu.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, that's okay.
He could be the one that they could give him a push.
could give
They're
him
giving
a
him a
push.
decent storyline now.
I think
you
they
know?
needed to put him close to Roman.
Yeah.
So
At least
like,
be in the team.
He could
you know?
almost, he could just turn heel.
Yeah,
On Roman, and
Yeah.
then there's a storyline.
Yep.
That
They just
kind
keep using those pieces.
Those same pieces.
Recycle,
They
recycle,
really do.
recycle,
They really
recycle. But I he's my favorite. I mean, Cody Rhodes. I think he's a good champion. I think it was so. I respect the fact that they give it to him just because of his history, his
Yeah.
father.
Yeah.
His brother's a fucking bust out. I mean, they
Yeah.
don't use him anymore. They
Yeah.
haven't used him in 30
What was
years.
his name?
Gold
Goldust?
Dust. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gold Dust. Yeah.
Weird.
He's been in the game a
unitard
long
gold-
time too, though.
Huh?
He's been in the game a long time.
He's not around anymore. He's not.
No,
with
I know what I'm
WWE
saying, but he was
anymore.
in the game a long.
He was. Well, his dad, Dusty
he,
Rhodes.
He
was-
never really got the push.
No.
Never really
It's-
got the push.
That has to be hard to be in the same family. Both of you follow your dad's footsteps.
Right.
And one of you is doing well, and the other person.
And they never
Right,
even
right.
tried to change his character.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then they put up because they keep recycling all those guys. And I think that it looks like somewhere along the line Roman. I think he has a tight. Does he have a belt now?
He does
They
have a
give-
belt
They gave
right
him a
now,
belt. What does
right
he
now.
have? The USA?
I don't remember which belt.
Yeah,
I
know
don't
he
keep
has
the
one.
belt straight.
I know he has. I
unfortunately.
know because everybody
I should.
there's 1,000 belts. Everybody can have a belt. Like there's tag team belts, there's individual
Yeah.
belts.
Hardcore.
Yeah, I have to
There's
be better at following the
hardcore.
belt,
There's
yeah.
there's WWE,
Yeah.
like the overall champion. I guess that's what Cody Rhodes is, right?
Yeah.
He's the overall.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's my favorite. And he's just so fucking cool.
He
I wanna,
is. He is my favorite
Joe
too.
just said
right,
Joe. I
currently.
always say Joe because I know his name's Joe. It drives
Yeah.
me nuts, you know.
Uncle Joe
Uncle Joe to the twins.
to the Usos.
The Usos.
Yeah.
And they all lived. See, you don't want to know that story, do you?
I don't want to know those kind of stories, but I can't
That's
help
so
it because
cool,
of
though.
social media. Yeah, but there was one point where they messed up the Usos with Roman,
Right.
And he said like, I don't want to see you till Christmas.
Yeah.
And then which was good. It was excellent. And then you see them on social media
At Christmas.
at somebody's
Bring me
barbecue.
a present.
Somebody's barbecue.
And then I was mad. I
You're
was
just
like,
mad. You
fuck
are-
this. You're not supposed to be there.
You're fucking spectacular.
yeah.
God, I'm so
So
glad that shit fucked up in March.
Thank you so much.
Damn, that's spectacular.
Yes.
Come on, Trin, you got.
Yeah.
They're allowed to be they're all related.
They're all
Every
related.
single one of those
Right.
people is
You're
related.
right. I know
Like
mom was
that.
someplace like, yeah, come on, Roman.
Yeah.
We gotta have them.
Right.
have 'em.
They're coming. Jimmy and Johnny are
Right.
Jimmy, what's the other one's name?
Jay and
Jay.
Jimmy.
Jay and Jimmy. They're coming to the barbecue, son.
Right,
You know?
exactly. And I have a feeling that in those homes, like
so
mama says something and
100%.
even Roman Reigns has to acknowledge her, you know what I'm saying?
100%, especially their father. But again, the backstory of the father was he was never around. Like their father was because he was a wrestler.
You talking about
All of them, Usos,
yeah.
Roman Reigns'
Rikishi.
father,
It
Rikishi,
was the,
and then
Rikishi had a big rump, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
God, could you imagine getting that shit in your stomach? There's certain
That
things
was
you
a
can't
signature
hide.
move.
I know, but there's certain
Yeah.
things. There's certain things you can't hide. You being sweaty and 700 pounds, and you sitting on the ring, somebody sitting on the ring, and then him shoving his ass cheeks in. There's not enough perfume, bro.
And
There's not enough.
that's exactly why the boys learn how to wrestle.
Yeah.
Because they said they were being teased in school because of their dad's big booty, being shoved in other men's face. And,
Yeah.
I would fight too.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
And then Roman Reigns' father was also a wrestler. He
Yes.
was.
They all
I forgot
wrestle.
who.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't remember his name.
There was again. You don't want to know? Shut your mic off. I'll shut you off. There was like they did a whole family trio, and these guys have been around forever.
Yeah,
Since
yeah.
the beginning of
Yeah.
it. All of them. This one's
bloodline.
I believe The Rock and
they're all
They are.
related.
They're cousins.
all
Yeah.
related.
Yeah.
So is Nia
I'd love
Jax.
to see him come back. Yeah, Nia Jax.
Yeah, she's really. I'm not a fan of her. I'm
No.
not a big fan
I
of
think
her.
I think I like her because to me she
I don't
just
think she's good.
She,
Like she's not technically good.
she's not. Yeah, my understanding is she had a lot of people get hurt.
But you can
with
see
her.
it.
Yeah.
You can see, I mean, forget the fact she punched Becky Lynch and broke her nose. Let's put that aside because that we saw that live.
Yeah.
You know, but just
kinda sloppy.
Yeah, she's very sloppy.
Yeah.
Also, you know who else is? I'm sorry. What were you gonna say before I continue on that?
I don't remember. That's okay. That's my age. That's all right.
That's all right. I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's okay.
Because we were talking about how they were all related. You said you wanted to see The Rock come back
Yeah,
again.
I do.
You gotta, everybody
To
loves
do
The Rock.
what though?
I don't know, but
the
sometimes
last
you just
one
need
was-
the final boss. I mean, he just putzed out on us on the last one.
Yeah.
He just evaporated.
I know,
How's The
well,
Rock gonna
But he's a
evaporate?
huge movie star. I don't know if he has the time anymore.
I don't think he has any reason to come back,
Yeah.
except if he wanted
But
to
he's a
give his
partner
fans.
in it. Yeah.
And I feel like he would fill so many seats.
Always.
Yeah,
Bring
always,
back Stone
always.
Cold.
Yeah.
You know.
They did bring him back
Yeah.
for WrestleMania.
I know,
not
that
this
was
year.
terrible. Wasn't
That was
that terrible?
terrible when he drove
Yeah,
into the
terrible.
audience.
The WrestleMania had,
Come
yeah,
on
when
now.
when he hit the, and then they sued him.
That was your whole thing. Yeah.
Right, it was terrible.
And he's like, never again. I'm
Yeah.
not, I got sued for this, never again.
Yeah, and as he should. Like there are certain that should retire, and I'm in the camp that Rock's done. He did his due diligence. He was fantastic. It's time to make a new Rock.
So yes, it's
Yeah,
time
just
to
give
make
us
a new Rock.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Give us a new
absolutely.
Rock.
I feel like, and they have so many people coming up that could possibly fill that role. You
Yeah.
know, that I feel like they're not in it
Utilizing
yet,
him,
but I feel like he could have some kind of role, like a final boss, almost. Not like a Paul Heyman for the Bloodline, exactly, because he won't have that kind of time. He won't
Yeah.
be there all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
But somebody you think is really still
Like
pulling
a Vince
strings
role,
or something.
where he's just in the ring like Vince, like he's
Yeah,
the boss
something like that.
boss.
Like he's the
You mean
boss
McMahon?
boss.
Yeah,
And he
I
comes
wouldn't.
in and he like I
It just wasn't.
or-
He didn't wrestle that well when he did WrestleMania. Even though that was a great. That was the best part of that
Yeah,
WrestleMania.
yeah.
That when they did the Rock storyline.
Yeah.
That was the last good. Go before then, you had a
Yeah.
couple that were okay.
Yeah.
That was with Reigns. He
Yeah.
made them spectacular.
Yeah.
You had they had two flops before. Then that whole storyline with Cody and The Rock.
Yeah.
That one when Cody won it, that was definitely emotional. You know, when
Yeah.
he finally won that
When he-
title
when he-
from taking the ass kicking from The Rock the whole time and all.
That was a good one.
That was a great one. And then you have two that came
And then-
after it were shit.
Yeah,
Absolute shit.
I mean, the whole storyline about selling his soul to The Rock. I mean, that just fizzled.
Fizzled,
Yeah.
died. And Cena, we're gonna do that tour. He has a fucking bald spot now. He's lost 50 pounds.
I think his hair transplants were working pretty good.
Good. Remember the big bald spot?
I do remember
First time
the
you
big
ran,
bald-
like, what the fuck?
Right.
The way he went out was terrible.
It was terrible. It was a terrible way to go
Terrible.
out. Like
To
for
Gunther.
yeah. And another one, Gunther.
whole tap
they
out.
haven't given him the push he needs.
No,
You know, he's a
no.
great heel, but they keep
great
they
heel.
keep putting him with mediocre wrestlers. To keep him relevant.
Yeah,
It's not, and we
putting
lose
him
interest.
as the retirer, not the
Yeah.
Undertaker, but the retirer.
Yeah.
Like all he does is come in and retire people.
That's pretty much
not,
it.
That's not a good use.
Brock's
of
coming back again. You believe Brock's coming back again? I mean,
I'm loving that.
Me too. I
I'm
love the
loving
Brock.
it.
I love Brock, but man, that's a guy who would probably fuck you up on the street.
Oh,
Yes.
he's not a people person. He
You know?
says it very clearly.
Yeah. And you ever
I'm
see
not-
his daughter? She looks like him. What the fuck?
I'm sure her ticket to WWE if she ever wanted to do
no,
that,
without doubt.
because
Without doubt.
doesn't matter if she can flip or not.
Yeah, it
They'll
doesn't
teach
matter.
her what she needs to know because
Yeah.
she looks
Just
the part.
like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's his daughter.
Yeah, I mean the neck and everything.
Everything.
I mean,
She's a beast.
she's a beast.
Absolute beast.
And she does shock.
Yeah,
shot
she's
put
an
or
athlete.
whatever.
She's an athlete already.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
the
you're
thing-
Brock
yeah,
Lesnar's kid. You better be an athlete.
Right.
Could you imagine?
Could you imagine?
I'm fucking sitting there eating Doritos.
Exactly.
Dad comes in.
Or like, Dad, I really want to go into fashion. You're like, absolutely not.
Yeah. He'd say, yeah, you're going to go to fashion after you get your ass kicked in
Right.
WWE for 5
Right,
years. But yeah,
exactly.
he's
You're
coming
gonna
back
fight somebody.
again. But then stop retiring them.
Yes.
Stop
I
retiring.
think some of that's the storyline too.
But the last time he retired, that was a good
You felt like that was a
story.
good end?
It was a great end.
The very last time or the
This last one, the very last time we at
Left
WrestleMania,
left everything
in the ring, fought that dude.
Oh my gosh.
They were great.
That was so
was
good.
a
He fought
great
Oba.
match.
Yeah.
Oba, right?
Yeah.
Oba?
Oba.
Oba. See,
Femi.
I don't know who that.
Yeah.
I just know the match was fantastic.
Yeah, it
Because I
was.
keep falling away from it and coming back
Yeah.
because I taped them all.
Yeah.
But now what happened to me was they took it off of like regular TV.
Oh, I
so
hate
now
that.
I'm stuck. I just don't go to Netflix, so I don't see Raw anymore. So I only tape SmackDown.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
unfortunate.
Yeah.
I always like Raw better.
I know, but Raw's now
Raw
you gotta.
person.
I know it's on Netflix, but you can't
Yeah.
tape it. I know I can
Yeah.
go back and watch. It's just easy for me. You know, I'm a sports guy. I'm
Yeah.
a junkie sports guy.
is,
Yeah.
Everybody
100%.
knows I don't watch anything else but killing people, which is the murder mystery shows.
Right.
When it's real
No,
late,
I'm
when I
that
want
guy.
to stay up
I
all
watch
night
those.
and bury
Yeah.
my kid in my room with me with my rifle,
Yeah.
right? Or I'm watching sports. Like I said, I just watched a whole week of tennis, 7
Right.
hours a day. It was fucking absurd.
Right.
So for me, I lose Raw. I've lost Raw a little bit
Okay.
until they pop over to SmackDown because I do watch the SmackDown. It's
Yeah.
easy. It's so nice to go through the commercials.
Yeah.
You know, and with Netflix, you hit it too fast, you're fucking into the next day. I'm like, God damn it! With my little remote, I can just do what I gotta do. But yeah, that was a great storyline.
It was.
when
Oh,
he
so
had that
emotional.
fight, put his shit down. Do you think that was planned,
I don't.
or did he really do? Like,
I feel like
yeah.
he really did it.
Yeah,
And then
me
they
too.
were like, hey, we got contractual obligations
Yeah.
that we're going to discuss
Don't do
here.
that.
You
Stop that right now.
can't do it like that. You got to
Yeah.
do it, when you
Yeah.
finish your
Yeah.
contract with us. And
That's a good point.
Yeah, and I feel like, I feel like Oba was really formidable.
Yeah.
And Brock seems like such a humble guy, though,
Yeah.
as far
Does
as...
he?
As far as his,
I
his
don't
real,
get that.
I bet he's just mad.
He looks like he's angry all the
But
time.
wait, let's hear our humble side.
Have you ever seen like when his face breaks into that smile? He looks like the most jolly.
Is it after he punched you to the ground? I was like, sorry.
Yeah, like after he heard something.
Yeah.
Yeah, then he gets a big smile on his face, right?
I'm sorry I broke your leg.
He looks so jolly. But like sometimes,
Yeah,
okay,
I
so
don't see
I've
that.
gotten this much into it, like where I try to like pay attention and I can see when they're calling plays. Like when
Yeah,
No,
I like
yeah,
that too.
yeah.
And
I'm deep. I'm with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love when they whisper in their ear.
Yeah.
When they look at it, you know,
And
you feel like they're on top of the ring and she's pushing her up, and so I like that too.
Becky does that a lot. Becky
Yeah.
Lynch does that a lot for the new talent. But I saw Brock doing that for Oba.
Oh, really?
Not on their very last one. Well,
Yeah.
actually on their very last one too, but before that. So it's
Yeah.
almost like he wanted Oba to be the person that retires him.
Yeah, yeah.
Then they had that match at WrestleMania,
Right.
and it was fantastic, like you
Fantastic.
said. So I got that feeling that Brock was like, I did all that I want to do here.
And help this guy out.
And I helped this guy out. I gave him the push. This guy, if you watch anything coming like from now on,
Yep.
you'll see the pop that he gets
Yeah, yeah.
when he comes out. And so
And he's Raw?
He's Raw.
He is on Raw.
Yeah.
See, that sucks. I got to go back to Raw every once in a while.
Or just
Yeah.
find a clip of him or something like that on,
Yeah.
on YouTube, maybe
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Oba,
Yeah.
and you'll see like the
He's a
crowd.
monster.
He's a monster, and so it was a perfect picture. A monster to retire the beast,
Yeah, yeah.
And then it was emotional
Yeah.
once he had been like tossed around like a rag doll, and you're thinking,
Yep.
this is Brock Lesnar that's being thrown around like this,
Yeah, yeah.
So all of us were going crazy watching it, and then he takes off his stuff. He looks at Paul Heyman. He kind of gives him that X sign, like
I'm done.
yeah, like I'm done.
Yeah.
And
the ex
then,
bringing the paramedics, pull him out, right?
Right,
Because that's how
exactly.
they know somebody's
right.
hurt.
He's,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, I'm really done here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it left everything there. We were emotional, like we were stunned.
Yeah,
That's the way
I
that
was
it happened.
stunned.
But that stun feeling is the kind of dopamine we're going for.
Right,
You know what
exactly.
I mean?
And then
Exactly.
he's
It's
coming
the
back.
emotion.
Then they rip us out. Like, you have that moment.
Right. So we have that moment, and then he's gone, and we're all talking about this for a while, and then they actually did bring him back well when they did, because this time he looked scared, and you had never seen Brock look scared
True.
before, so it was like it was all done well from his standpoint, but. Again, we got that big dopamine rush when we saw that he was the one coming out, and then now well, now we're kind of just it's circulating, and we know what to expect. It's still the one that I'm looking most forward to for SummerSlam. It's still Oba and
Oh, really?
Brock. Yeah.
Are they doing that? Is SummerSlam happening with that? Are they? See, I didn't see him pitching that on SmackDown.
Yeah, it's one of the
Okay.
only matches that they are sure of already.
I think the Bella
Skylive.
twins need to go. 100%.
They need to go.
They need to go bad. They are so bad.
Nikki's hurt.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so they got Paige in there right now.
Yeah,
I know.
it's time for
Paige
them to
coming
move on.
back.
Paige coming back.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty cool.
You can't
It was pretty cool.
you know too many intimate details. Like
You
it was,
know way too many intimate details about Paige, okay?
Yeah.
We know everything about Paige, don't we?
Unfortunately, you know, and whatever that is. But like,
It's intimate.
In the intimate details, the problems around what happened before and after that.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
the neck injury. She
Oh,
was
that
not
was-
supposed to wrestle again. They
That
were
was a
shitting on
tough
her all the
show.
time. Yeah.
Watching that was emotional.
That was tough, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a good wrestler. She's athletic.
She's athletic.
She's too white for me. I mean, wait, give her a fucking tan. Like, give her a tan. I know the English want to be white. Got it. She's really white. Like, you put her up against, I could see through her shit. Like, I can see all her shoulder hurts because I can see it's moved away.
see the pain?
God, can you not see have you ever seen a whiter person in your entire life?
I'm not commenting on the whiteness that I
Damn, bro.
Yeah, I wanna
They're
walk away
English.
from
They're
that
very
one.
white. No, this has nothing to do with. This isn't a racial
Paige
thing.
is a really good
Bitch
wrestler.
Not
needs a
everybody
tan.
could have
Yeah.
Jesus tan.
Yeah, see,
skin.
I got a tan.
You gotta
Yeah.
fall into a pool for that.
It fall into the pool.
Yeah, we all strive to be your color. Don't kid
thank
yourselves.
you.
I'm out there in that pool all day. Burn. I need to burn. I need to get a great base so I look that good,
Thank
right?
you, thank
But yeah, she's she's a great athlete.
Yeah, she's a great
She's
athlete.
not. I don't think you gave her the tag team championship belts and all that.
She's done her part.
I don't know that she
I-
needs to be there
I
anymore.
don't-
You know what I mean?
I
I don't
don't
think she
see
needs
any
to be there. And then
future.
okay, so they're pitching SummerSlam, but I think the Bella Twins need to go. And there are so many times that we see that the Bella Twins are bad wrestlers. How many
Yeah.
times they miss their kicks?
Yeah.
How many times they miss their jumps?
Yeah, because they're in and out too much.
They haven't been in and out. No, they were gone. How many
I know
years
that.
have
That's what I'm
they
saying.
gone?
They
were gone,
out,
gone.
and then they come back. Then
Yeah, but I think this was the first time they left. I know one of them left when they got pregnant.
Yeah.
So she was gone. She was
Yeah.
gone. And then, but the sister that was married to Cena, she stayed. Nikki, she stayed for a while.
Yeah.
And then she left. But I never saw them come and go. They left. One got pregnant. She never came back from that.
Not that I know of, but
Right,
remember,
until
I'm only
now.
2 years in. So the whole 2 years that I've been watching,
She wasn't. She hasn't been.
part of
Not
it.
even mentioned.
Not even mentioned.
Like not mentioned. And then the Nikki was gone right after the whole Cena situation. Where again,
yeah.
before you came
But I
in,
heard about it. I've
Yeah, he
seen
was
the
just he
background
was an
stuff.
asshole to her.
Yeah.
Like if you ever watched the Diva shows,
Yeah,
he
I
was
watched all
he
those.
was an asshole to her. Like wouldn't let her like had rules. Like had a list of rules.
And
to,
was
like,
that really him? You
yeah,
think?
that,
or
100%. Like
Okay.
it was his way.
that
you
wasn't
know?
a work.
That's why no. It was like it was a reality show that he wanted to be on. Remember that Divas was a reality show. He didn't even want to be a part
Oh,
of.
I didn't
so
know
they
that.
because she was living with him. That's why that was happening.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't see that.
You know
And
what I
then
mean?
she went to that Artem guy. That whole catastrophe.
Yeah. Then she had a baby.
And then a whole bunch
Yep.
of shit happened after that too.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Well, they
women
broke
have
up.
bad
You know what I
luck.
mean?
Beautiful women have bad luck with men.
Oh yeah, ridiculous. So yeah, that was like I think they need to go. 100% they
agree.
need to go, and I think they
Sorry,
need to do.
she's beautiful, but she needs to go.
Yeah. I mean, but they see that only carries them so far.
Yeah.
I think one of the best women is Jada Carr. Like she needs to
Jada
pu-
Cargill?
Cargill, sorry.
Oh, yeah, no,
She
that's
needs
good.
to push.
Oh, she
Like
does.
she needs to be the champion. You can't get a better.
She
Ass-
looks absolutely the part.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
She's bigger than all of them.
Yeah.
First of all, she's taller than all of them.
Yeah.
Second, like she should be kicking Becky's ass.
She should be.
Come
exactly.
on, she should be. I don't know why they refuse to give, because again, in sports, we want to present the sport.
Right.
You stop the narrative of the soap opera.
Right.
We get it. You're going to do storylines around it. But in sports, you're
Yeah.
going to have people that work hard
Yeah.
to win.
Yeah.
Right? So why would you not put that player as a winner? Because they say she's not technically great, but I don't know
Right.
if I agree with that. You know, she maybe she sure can get better, but for
I can
somebody that
imagine
should,
it takes a little time
Takes
to
a-
really, really get.
but she's constantly wrestling.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can give her the damn title.
That's right.
Because just
She-
for what she looks like.
She had it right. She had the title for a little while,
Minute.
but not long enough.
Minute.
And then she wasn't defending it, so she would do nothing but
Nothing.
come out with it and do like a promo
Yep.
with somebody else against somebody that she never ended up wrestling.
Correct.
And, and that went too long.
Yeah.
Too
and
long.
then you could have predicted when she was going to lose it.
Yeah, you saw that coming.
I hate predicting that stuff. I
Right.
mean, a lot of times you can't help it if you
Right.
watch enough. But you're right.
yeah,
I mean, and
she should be top echelon right now.
it's like I feel like they have the Liv Morgans, the Rhea Ripleys that they are just trying to keep relevant, circulating in the top, and then for that reason, they're wasting people
Talent.
like
Yeah.
Jay Carlin.
And then they act like they couldn't get there because you hold the power.
Right.
It's not that they can't get there. You're not getting them there.
They're not getting them.
Rhea Ripley, another very athletic, great. I
like her.
Me too.
Yeah.
She should hold titles.
Yes.
She should be a face of the industry, but she's a titan that should be fighting a titan.
A titan
You can't
against a titan.
have her fighting, these little tiny the 4'1" Layla is her what's that new the brunette tiny
I think I know who you're talking about. The one that's a part of the Judgment.
yes the little what the
geez.
hell's her name and she's
I'm
and
seeing
she's
her face,
and she's fairly new
Yeah.
she's good athletic
She's good.
tiny but
Yeah.
she should not be
Right.
she should not be losing
Can't
to
believe
her
I'm not remembering her
yeah
name.
Van
Maybe she's
something
faster.
Van what the hell
She's faster.
it's like something like that
Are
it's
you
like one
thinking
of those
Stephanie Vaquer?
no
You're thinking the one that's with oh my God,
Vira Laya.
Lyra Valkyria.
There you go.
Oh
There you
yeah,
go.
yes, that's not a
Come
matchup. Now
on, it's not a
Lyra is
matchup.
good.
She's
Technically,
very athletic, yeah.
she's very athletic,
yeah,
but
yeah.
You just don't buy it.
You don't buy it.
That
Beating Jada.
right?
No.
You don't buy it
Without, and you know who else?
Without
they
interference.
Without it. And you know who they keep shitting on? Really annoys me. Chelsea Green. She had a title.
Chelsea Green.
The woman works her ass off.
She does, and
cut her
she's
a break.
willing to do anything. And
Anything that they ask, she
she
does.
does.
And she has lost to every person in that organization.
Yes, she
and she
has.
just doesn't say a word. You never hear a bad word about her. Again, behind the scenes.
Right.
She's like, I don't care. I'll do whatever they want.
Is
She
Triple
just-
H pushing the directive of?
Yeah, he's the
where-
creative director. He runs the company now.
Yeah, I know, but he's the guy
He's
that's
the
doing it.
creative.
He's the guy.
I
Yeah,
feel like
watch
he
your
needs to.
camera.
I feel like he might need to pass the
torch
along
already.
to
Give it to
somebody.
who, though? That's the key. Who's he giving it to?
Yeah.
He's
to
got it.
Shawn
I don't think
Michaels.
he's going to give that away.
No, he doesn't need to. He's married into that.
Well,
He's
creative. You need to give.
Vince
give it up.
goes and Mrs. McMahon goes. Him and Stephanie have kept their shit together with their kids, and they seem like a happy couple. Right.
As happy couples go.
Exactly.
In showbiz.
Exactly. But they've been together a long time.
Yeah.
That whole China. Well, you weren't around for any of that. When
I
you
know,
was in
but I
China.
know of it because
Yeah,
I
the
looked
China
at
thing.
background stuff.
Yeah, terrible. She got treated like shit.
She got
too,
treated like
yeah.
shit, and she still
But then she
is
had mental
getting-
illness and never took care of herself. So
Right.
there's layers to that.
There's
you know?
layers to
You
that,
can't
but as
have-
far as wrestling, I mean, for her not to be in the Hall of Fame,
They're
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I agree.
that's ridiculous.
I agree with
because
that.
even
Ridiculous.
when I wasn't following wrestling,
Everybody knows her.
She was the
everybody
phenom,
knows-
man. Nobody could touch her.
Yeah, you didn't even have to be a wrestling fan to know China,
Right. Yeah.
And recognizably.
Right. And the downside of her was that they didn't know what to do with her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
okay.
they couldn't, at that time, they couldn't get anybody to her
So
level.
she had to wrestle men.
Yeah, she had
Man,
to wrestle man.
That's
Yeah.
where it all. That's where it
Yeah.
all became weird because
Yeah.
the men didn't want to lose to her.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Think about it. So, but they couldn't give her any woman. Like
Yeah.
there wasn't a woman at
Yeah.
that time because that was all the Trish Stratuses and all that shit.
Right.
I mean, I'm a big fan of Tiffany.
Yeah.
She's pretty athletic.
Yeah, she
I
is.
always question. The only thing I question is, which amazes me, how the fuck they keep their outfits on. They must use
Glue.
you
Something
think
like some type of. But they have malfunctions all the time.
I know, but
Yeah, they do.
a nip slip is very different than the way she jumped Tiffany. The outfit she wears, first of all.
Yeah.
Okay. The way she jumps around this thing.
Yeah.
She should be naked.
Naked by the time she's done. You're right.
But she's never. I mean, a little once in a while, like, okay, great, but. She's never naked, like
Right.
backwards, and I don't. What do you think? It's really like duct tape?
It has to be. It has to be like double-sided
Duct
tape
tape.
or
It
something.
has-
Duct
it
tape,
has to
something
be.
stronger.
Like
Yeah.
that's the only question I'm gonna. When John, we've been working with this guy John from Breaks Bad News. John Breaks Bad News, as we tell him
Yeah.
before the show.
Yeah.
He's now a wrestler on the side. And don't worry, everything beeps in this thing. When it dies, we'll know it dies.
Okay.
Sometimes it's fucking my pacemaker. They don't even have it. We're gonna get him to get us a wrestler on.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I will happily pipe you in, and you can come and talk.
Please,
Oh,
yes.
I promise you,
Okay.
I will get that done. Because he's in a wrestling school. This guy who does the breaks bad news, he is a wrestler, right? He just started. He did his first match at it, and they did a thumbtack match. Thumbtack match.
First
I
match.
don't know what that is.
Where you dump thumbtacks all over the grass,
Oh my
all over
gosh.
the ring,
Yeah.
and you just body slam each
has
other.
a
Oh my
bat
God.
of
It's like he's being
thumbtacks.
hazed into it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. No, he
you
loves
can-
it.
He loves it.
You can
Absolutely
endure
loves it.
this. You can endure anything.
Absolutely loves it. And then he's got a bat with barbed wire on. Have you gone back to like the Mick Foleys and stuff?
Yes. Oh my God.
That's
Yeah,
what they
that's
threw him in
my
as
era.
for. That's
Oh,
my
my-
favorite wrestler of all time. Mick
I mean,
Foley.
I really like him a lot.
All of it.
I mean,
His personality.
everything.
He loves his wife. He loves his family more than anything.
He seems like a good person.
and he's
you know,
still
like
on Long
what I can
Island.
judge.
There's
but-
not been a
For
match
sure.
like
Yeah.
that since, man.
Oh my
That's-
gosh! 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
the
surprised he
cage.
lived through that.
Yeah.
through a
He
lot.
put it
That
all-
wasn't
he
his
put it
only
out
one though.
there.
He did 2 steel cages where
Yeah.
he came from the top and did a back onto a table.
Yeah.
The one with the Undertaker was
The best match
Yeah,
probably of all
It
time.
was. I
time,
think
yeah.
I would agree with that.
100%.
Absolutely.
And the Undertaker was just like, Mick, I don't want to do this.
Right. Like
Yeah,
this. You
He's
don't
like, do
take
it again.
anymore.
Yeah, dude.
He's like, no. And Mick's like, you do what you got to do, man. And Mick made everybody else around him look good because he was so good.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
he
That's
was a
100%
constant.
agree.
His body's fucking completely broken for
He
sure.
definitely sacrificed his body.
For sure, but everybody around him looked better for what he did.
Yes, absolutely.
Funny thing. Have you seen the little cartoon of the Mick Foley and where Triple H talks about Mick Foley?
No, I haven't
Where
seen the
he's like, because apparently Mick was very, very cheap. Like every dollar he made, he wanted it to go home to his family, right? So he would travel. He didn't even have luggage. He would keep his shit in a big plastic bag, and he would like put on the counter at the hotels, and
So
the people
no
would be like,
ego.
"Oh, there was no ego."
Yeah.
He would take the concession stand popcorn that they were going to throw away when he had to drive from place to place,
Yeah.
and he would eat the popcorn as his after from his moving around instead of going to dinner with all these guys. That would be his after match snacks, whatever. And Triple H is like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm banking my money."
Wow.
If he could drive, he would instead of fly because he wanted to bank that money.
Right.
He would take a shower in his gear because he didn't want to separately wash it, right? And then
Well,
a lot of times,
extremely
I
frugal.
didn't hear that part.
oh yeah, look it up. It's all.
Yeah, I mean, I heard the part that you said about the bags and all
just
that.
do Triple H Mick Foley cartoons. It is like it's
I'm gonna have to
Paul.
look that up.
It's really cool. It'll be even more endeared to the guy, because Triple H is just telling the story of how they all traveled with Mick and how Mick was all about being frugal and making sure his family was taken care of. Like he would, he's like, aren't you gonna fly with us? He's like, no, it's 6 hours from wherever they were going. And he's like, what do you do with the money? He's like, I bank it. I put it in. I got a family down there. Oh, it was hysterical. Redoing it, like literally showering with his gear on, and then or if he took the gear off, he would shower and then put the gear back on, and they'd be like, "You're fucking gross, dude." He'd
didn't
sleep
hear
on
that
people's
part.
couches.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
wow.
amazing. All right, we've had her for almost 2 hours.
Dude, epic guest. She's just epic.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
This
she's
has
so
been
epic.
fun.
I love it. She just flows into it. You know what I mean?
I know
love
it's
it.
it's ridiculous.
you.
All right, we'll start wrapping this up. Well, see, we say wrap up, also we start going again. All right, I'm going to start with you, love. We are going to say the beautiful Trinii Hernandez is going to give us your socials.
Okay.
If you can remember, you don't have to get crazy in terms of we don't want you to think too hard. But if you can remember a couple of quick shows you have coming up starting this Thursday, fire away. You got 2 minutes, love.
All right. So coming up this Thursday in Cocoa Village, I'm at the Blind Lion. That show starts at 7:30. And then on Sunday, the 19th, I'm at Alex Underground in Orlando for a Hysterical Woman, all-woman show. And there's another one coming up the following Thursday that I know is in Orlando. Don't quite remember the place. And my socials, Facebook, just Trinii Hernandez. That's 2 I's on Trinii Hernandez. And IG, the Trinii Hernandez. Thanks so much for having me.
Love it.
Love it. Love it. Love
We
it.
really appreciate you coming in. You were. We knew what we were getting when I stalked you. All right. Big Eye, what do you got down there?
Just finally got you on the show. Trinii Hernandez, we love you. Thank her for coming on our show, Complete Nonsense Podcast. We have a show coming out the 23rd of July. I hope you guys can all be there. We'll give you the details after the show. Like, comment, and subscribe.
No,
and
you can
as
do that
always,
right now. Throw it out there.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why you interrupt me, guys? It's
Sorry.
my time.
Well, you said we'll put the details out.
My time.
Fire away.
It is Complete Nonsense Podcast putting on 5 comments with original material. It's not like Kill Tony at all. We're just going to have a great time, food, drinks, and it's free. Free admission to get in. So hopefully you guys can join us July 23rd. We'd love to see you there. And it's at KGP Productions. So we know he's around. He's doing all the stuff for us behind the scenes. So we appreciate everybody showing up. We have Jay Zillow. We have Denise Carey. We have Adam Johns. We have Dito, who won the competition previous to our show coming on. So we also have Scotty Chi. So these comics are going to be out there having a good time. Enjoy the show. Come see us live. Then we're going to go have a podcast episode live on the spot. Like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a review and grab a brew, baby. Cheers.
At some point, I was going to have to pull the plug on
You pulled the plug in the middle, guy. In the middle.
I try so hard.
I rocked that, by the way.
You did a great job. It's my FaceTime now.
There it is.
Just kidding. And also, we have the show coming up August 22nd on Saturday at this new coffee house here in Daytona.
And guess who's going to come? She doesn't know it yet.
She doesn't know. She does know because we told her, Trinii Hernandez. She will be there for that one. That's going to be good.
Yes.
Yep. We're gonna have
We
you
love
come
her.
on.
She's now part of our show. We love her.
Yeah. Once we get that wrestling guy in here, we're gonna get you in there. But I want to say thank you again for coming all the way here. We really appreciate your time.
Pleasure.
We hope we did you justice.
Absolutely.
Because the first one was great, but this one was way better. This one was way better.
Thank you.
And with that, I can't do without you, bud. And with that, I say AC out.
Turn it up, turn it up. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Welcome to the show, it's your girl, Trinii Hernandez. Bringing the fun in with the laughs as she goes. So let's get it poppin', cause there ain't no stopping this woman on stage. Laying the smack down, she will never back down. Showing her hits with the comedy bits. Trinii Hernandez. You fall in love with our special guest. It's a show you don't